Television. Emrason say yadi sajumedi mimi ndabia de bremo. Edi bro baby a utie yen e wo Kessben 90.3 usanhwe live e Kessben Television eso mobia ti eba program yi eso agude mu nsem 3 solid hours and de be trase eba by ensemu free hin ekohin ni nyina na bedafo atrase de hunsem ebre yen Tony edi amano ne nsem no ebebrain na fe da kan nyina dan amabedafo na omo ababem andi ene obame don't worry I don't send seven ensono ene how ensure say obame
one sem kan ofie pa sajo
one sem kan ofie
fie pa
wow
on se na no na achi address Mr. Keto Kreko nsem o ka say referees no ya bete to omo free nkura mu de omo bampanim eye but a car model referees and I feel so that is the main issue. Me boss kakre me ba me share referees 2017 2018 they do omo card ba be seen na league matches I boy 15 matches you are 8 games per 7 games a car and referees ni be seen in two omo ka and I know we kwa there no did your mobile money so omo discount to account
no
Ejo okay we dey said you referees sem ba kono no
so old school summary now and we said
me ten simple kwa
any na odi next one
yeah Mr. Frederick Moore say bad press I'm a house of folk lose sponsors you be say Ghana hano what I said what's and number 2 third one here question and will be the buy obi se kotoko strikers no and na main problem na onti ase se oru coach maso kunadu e de midfielders are no pe and Dr. Kwame Chi no 13 strikers ni ato e do why be uram ni ahwe goals obi adi ma kotoko in a season
all right now questions in bebre how and amount me anya ho adwuma time ti
no problem
e be ensure say ni na no e ho sam mode e bebre ye na marijata
sajo
emre bam na me bawo ha then now with my
Thiago to Liverpool no Rooney said who say better since say Messi call Manchester City so already Liverpool team are called Champions League finals twice consecutively and who say Thiago be shemu a better since Messi Man City yeah mirror and Messi so out of Barcelona and I take a different twist. The other day, and share the political side of it, but then you know, the spiritual side of it is so more.
Okay.
Nina, as I say, you share also.
I see spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Krofubi, I say in India for Hindu for.
Jai, you drew now. Audience wants another. Okay. Now the videos near the bear attached.
Thiago near the Liverpool team.
Thiago. Okay, Thiago.
I can't tell.
Chelsea for a player be also the Thiago.
That be
minimadi. No what Macrama.
I know they said Yadika Besha.
All right.
I can't tell any Liverpool.
The mouse umbre. Now one minute. Okay. All right. But who are they? A secret between the two of us.
Yeah, now Ronaldo goes celebration. Osha no say.
I don't want to you can want yo.
I didn't know a secret.
Enter me say no. Ronaldo should go and way say.
I halfway now air catch say men there. Very good yeah. Andy na catch say hey.
Let me be say
who the can mbako.
Okay.
Mean to me.
Na dem aso.
Mean to me.
I say no come mama view. Na dem aso. Nte. Obesa to su kan ni mu da ma sa na badwuma da bia.
You free hakra mpacho. Free hakra mpacho.
Anyway, let's go to
oh. Now this is Mikute Omi. Mekasma, be careful so be here, okay?
Yeah.
Push the crab, okay.
This is a charm or yemre, no more jam about.
Listen,
what damn.
What's that?
Okay. I remember Nafi, there was also the two Bianano or the Onsem Abba. But the good news about Andy Sun is Okanefe.
Oh, so you can do
what to come.
I'll be a count for so almost almost Chumuka, you know, send your point and 2 car, me call baby. Oh, my be home, yeah, around here. say Joe house I'm watching you car no I'm see me I know madam for me was say the sikabi be ba can dey who be our favorite sister
young comrade name sensem enso yemfa emrem Jedidaya the shop DH good morning baby we are heavy Jedidaya no one Ghana obetumi no apre bibia the shop GH okay Montana de Tony
I want to
transfer stories there.
Yeah.
You see Messi so kwakushia Barca board no any moon sensem latest French Ligue 1 so moon sensem nya de boxing minim yanko
so do no me opportunity ko share so kesi bi na your friend Reverend Prophet James Donko.
Wow.
Na our Heaven First Ministry airport one about King's Colleges achi honum na and some so for the kafa honem pa odwagu so no nenye easy enye easy kra na sofun wabobo kakra wabo industrial na enra o kire se abribia no oni asori a alternative ho hwe program no na o se de kunu kra ye human na create no de o se ne di nkomo ne o mai ho kire but respect I said ma no e kire se o yin papa nti wo yes ade no wo kunu kra
the prophetess danko bo jira no ndana sepa. Okay, yanko.
Well, ekwana nya da ho ntia nsama ekoso awukofo ekro sebesha se free enra ene ne games a eba so France na afa nyame adoma ene big game no so ebekoso England nyan community shield ema any member games no enso ebetime ekoso enra French league no eno enso etim eto aso we match day 2 so enya dia PSG for no omo enso etim adjourney race na se omo enya na fresh na next week no omo enso etim adjourney teams a omo enso ebo French league no eno am Lyon SN9 Emma Dion enso etim bako ye started as early as the 14th minute no ana Orion Kenya first go Emma Dion Emma Memphis of Florida pa Memphis zipa ebepo hat-trick Emma on go bako enso ba eno Wesley Lotao enenya on goal Emma Lyon eto aswa wom ehye 4-1 ene 2 games ene beko se start ren wom ene Montpellier ebeshia Strasbourg any OJ Sinis ball and unfortunate rem any LOSC Lille Metropole yebenya nanta omone name Olympic airborne Ment any Monaco ebeshia Saint-Etienne any Lorraine and get any Bordeaux and I face Strasbourg so omo any Bobo Kwa the any Olympic Marseille and so at the best way games are and across so any the person am enso of France omo enso Ligue and then about 3:30 Oko England it's all about the community show the G League no and I feel Jobobo den and so FA Cup no dey face into Liverpool omo enso any Arsenal for the airball Liverpool G League Emma Arsenal for and so community FA Cup watch and enso team course between them and so any Chelsea and then a 3:30 na some match no and so every team across Wembley and a final match no and so every team across ya come man so one and so a community show at the Basel the G League and the FA Cup into Chelsea and the Man City man and so an airball and two come man for man a Liverpool one and so any Arsenal for come man so community show no so Chelsea one and so any Man City and so an FA so I feel concerned so club issues and Memphis of Florida pa Memphis Depay ebo hat-trick game a team cross for French league after the game we come say Bema na ya tete sa onya Barca obeko be cross Ronald Koeman na our national team manager no wa rapport ye pa na enokre sa on finish this season over to am a Barca football club and the Memphis edu to join and said for now onye so sure said Obetra nasa obeko se was started 2 games and a Lyon 4 and so a team about French league name on agasa on team can so only Lyon 4 the big team finishes in the door said only Ronald Koeman good rapport last year prior no coach in Nakasa team extra voyan eba Roma ho na rehabilitation and then was also eba Netherlands coach Abibia na obviously na when team Everton into no and so man of phone call and only Ronald Koeman here on time and so for now on team enka so be join Barca and also no Memphis Depay ono enso team enjoy ne massa Bobo ko enso na yerem enso Messi ahwe ya ebeto dwa sa ho he Messi Messi papa Juventus Francis Andre Pelu are contacting in Accra. And once you said, "Nya, officially, Juve for Enso etim are contacting Messi say, a person the bottom Enso etim adjoining 0 Juve. Now Ronaldo and Messi or one team to report and Enso every Italy ever and say." Initial reporter a better draw say Barca for our player no I'm say you for a room no report latest and say Sardinia official and then record that say you for and so etim a contact Messi papa so munya na no and so e betim aboa ye pa na anko fa kan say ekoso na de tie and say Victor Osimhen or boy Emma Napoli for and so e win is 11-0 game and so etim ekoso na amne division team and a boy Emma Nigeria International no and record signing player and so Emma Napoli the tennis summer 11 Emma no and so 8 enya 4 goals so na at the best 8 minutes the team about to no and after the match Ivan Gennaro Gattuso Ivan Nigeria International Victor Osimhen Oban about sa kwadaron or ye adwuma ye pandemum and Sancho for new can say they said that pay so much attention new can see dey akwa no etwe chop board so na abibi analyze ye ma kwadaron and so enya enough peace no and so team Emma ball and for Napoli mo and so eboboko no na Victor Osimhen akasakasa also no Oba Napoli say obecho history bebo Emma Napoli for etim age mouth of his intone there enye go so share and na ko fa ken simple na attention and so ho dia can dozen to always league nation sia ono enso ebetim abom Napoli for resource omo peno omo ensan am enso etim aka na enra na pressure for omo akasa president reference Maximiliano am chilling the confirmation about they say there AC Milan and Inter Milan for actual interest our Sandro Tonali mu na dia enso ne sasa kwara ne de ye chesa Manchester for enso epenon sa enso na Inter Milan and afa am bobuka didi AC Milan so actual interest am sa Tonali no e akwada se obia am enso epe nemum Antonio Conte na agene ayasa o ka che Inter for ne se kobenya and come on forget Tonelli now for more attention and come Alexander Kolarov and then Arturo Vidal oba ye N'Golo Kante ekawa ono Antonio Conte ko be Philip Bruta enti Conte oba modern so betimi strengthen team no enti Arturo Vidal e dey free Barca say Chelsea N'Golo Kante on shana enhu ni ye one akoda na eyadwuma oso nya no Inter and ma be koye pa e dey on enti person say onya sa 3 players na Inter team no so e betimi ay much stronger enti Antonio Conte guso obasene team for next season no emu enson am eye dinye pa anna okwa Brazil you say Cruzeiro omo football club dey ba ne say omo announce say omo sa team aka Messi na be say film tama about say o debi enye no kwada some Cruzeiro omo enso team afa Messi nemum hackers and ba ya omo hack your account omo enso publisher sorry say club no enso team announce say Messi e be si akan enso Brazil e dey ma Cruzeiro enso eboboko no anna me be kan say am nema da Silva Junior obeso dada Messi Messi so free Barca amedrone PSG football club na for mienu enso entim emaduma se da mko Barca you say nema ene Messi so Asia kan no na de ba ene say enya nema kwa ene ye say obede Messi ebo Angel Di Maria one Messi so efi Argentina ntoko Argentina omo national team mienu am enso ebo Di Maria enso kan le ma ho a omo persuade Messi say Messi o wa adwense sabia de a ene kwan say aye Messi nemum also about France na PSG for no enso ebebom enti Di Maria ne de on national issues na fei am name so ne de obra ono enso ene Messi na for pa omo enso ekona am enso etim ekra na Messi so I request for a meeting Messi person on a Barca board no team Asia na for trash out issues on person ko be free Barca no e be so no kwakwa nipa bonini obeso ne Barca board ni Asia no mo team Georgia na team team so no Messi no obeso free club team 24 am entina say na ono enso team free club team Messi there and ko benya e ka Barca for granting that audience na for ne Barca board no enso team Asia na so Joseph Maria Bartomeu president say ehene ha sa Messi abeso okwa Emra na omunchan release clause na fe Messi enti Africa mu pass Messi benya sakunya so ne Barca board ni shia de NCN Ochna Enso account is Bantana Twaso Messi Social Bassa board no senior willing say any Messi Ebesha because no more GD pass Empamo Messi some Messi ne also cry on my bonte and cast up a so call not release clause no competitive between them pass a Bassa board no Ebe Jatum some Messi emission for one trash art issues and my quan MB and my messing cordial I'm no way you said my Batomio NCN Ochna Enso Eka na yeah, that's our boss. I say, I'm here much now, and I Messi every report now for COVID-19 test. No, on the answer at him Aquana for Monday. Messi and the boss at team precis. No, on the answer at him Asha say in round best 2 or 3 weeks time. Now La Liga and Air Shas into Barca players. No, or most of them ever COVID-19 test now for Monday. On one resource no ever say on a negative in precis. No, and no answer at him Aquas into Messi in per se. Those of a Sophie club name some per se or be Messi out or Barca more first day. Every president of a short. Join them now for Bibia and so Ecoso now for off the foot no or more and so any Siana from Waka no and so team every Barca or more and so Ebobokono Yano and Jeffrey Suarez once upon a time now about Edema Barca was a Chaye Park Bibia HS and Messi on ye happy say or bo Ed Ama Barca and Comenia and can Messi and free Barca no Yane club then everything agent before say obetim Eddie Law Park no just a happy person then so Messi now or Bobo now or Barca colors na nanim kwa enchem kunai enchese player nani agent Jeffrey Suarez obenya and can Messi so free Barca na ankwatoa so e club ono enso any ebeje na history Stoichkov so a former footballer or say Barca board no omo e yipabone for omo and as some painting Messi black as the Messi I Bonnie Bia ebi ensha the NC the name between the two ye pobia or in Paponi Sama a Barca also a board until Munjai Emma Messi and so Entimico because the also Messi at the Emma Club football piano on Enso Etim Aye at the Ama Barca Omo Enso Ebobokono na reporter the free Holland ebi Enso free Spain a reporter say Sadio Mane ebetim F Liverpool because Ono Ronald Koeman aye juma na Ronald Koeman ono fili Sadio Mane brutal and just Nkobenya e Messi kwa or say I'm Sadio Mane etim eba and Liverpool fans no mama mompaye mu enye di because mo betim elu so Sadio Mane or very instrumental very influential our Liverpool mu team na kobasa mu lusu na I'm saying and the Liverpool team be kwakoye na Ronald Koeman Ogusua over players on the team Ama Barca team and also a team I very strong in team up Sadio Mane some money and mekanona for one reunion no enye juma Barca enso aso ye after Benfica and then Madrid for enso etme agree play and part okololo ono akasa onya ahwe enti Mariano Diaz akoye surplus requirements that player no and as Zidane ono ene Benfica club Portugal no so etim awia akoda na kasa onim posan komatweche etim akoso a sa two parties na aka amana wie enti sa player na hu no TV so ene Kessben Sports on Facebook no ono enso ebetim adwane Benfica na eno enso etim aye edna za so besre ne first season there mamo bia entim enjagin because injury entina for answer the enya no so far so enti mo be say mo judge ono Eden Hazard ye no e dey kan say mo assessing based on his first season ne second season upcoming season obia and for assessing say onya injury free season there amount from am enso ebete nka na no na Caesar as Podequeta Tanko na omomienu teammate our Chelsea say Hazard echo am as Podequeta I captain at the amateur so no there on a very good day on my dear Hazard ebetimi aye and it's a Hazard say injury jana ko siakan e de amarudan obi abe Hazard no ball there ono enso any ball e be say as player kwata wate say Messi ebetim adwene Premier League so anka good news omo be twen say Messi ebetim aba oba Premier League ni mo so a emu enso ebetim aye de ye pa na Pablo Rodriguez so yakwada UEFA Youth League Madrid agent chesa akoda no ono ana share most of the goals Madrid team agent man for adene compare Real Madrid youth team coach Raul also best Raul or legend Kessben pono there or up and coming to be enya to basemo must start a comparison too early. Some bet me compare two players. Not there. I up and coming about Abraham and Raul. You watch there. Say born wabo. Say a coach. Memo beer and faster comparison. I'm enso team Emma. Na Claudio Bravo. I have 4 bars a goalkeeper. Say I a second fiddle. I the Man City. Homo enso a goalkeeping department. No. Na I just a Claudio Bravo. On I'm Kwanswan. Okosina kind. Edi Ama Real Betis. I'm enso a Bobokono. Na enwa am pre-match conference etim ekoso ama Georgian club any central for team share ahead of a community shield game man ono enso ebetimi ekoso na club so best say ye per club sir show interest or Messi mo obesre enya dia Liverpool one of them because omni plan bia some ebetim akọ for Messi say Messi embassy na kan emfa emma Liverpool mon enso ebebokon on traffic beside say coach na Chelsea for Aysan mo de my so quiet na Thiago Alcantara oba and as a players ben and ebebo e de emma Liverpool so am for enya ntoboase results no and ebesre do said am very quiet our South transfer window so am for enya am ntoboase na niema ebekoye pa e de emma Liverpool mon ensu eboboko no na game eba so and 3:30 or community show no na Divock Origi club on person be can match the squad ni na say obeso oton Divock Origi Origi ensu team echo enti and the players are here probable lineup Emma Liverpool no se bibia sesa Alisson Becker ebeda pomu ye be sound so enya Deco Williams, Verke Van Dijk, Ebenya Van Dijk ho, Ebenya Gomez, Robertson, na in FIFA akoya Fabinho, Jorginho Wijnaldum, ana Afe Keita, na attack no, akoya Sadio Mane, Ebenya Mo Salah, any Bobby Firmino, where any players are, or likely some team about Sa Firmino because of time in Tiara, na Ryan Brewster, let him start because we a gamer, just a community shed match, homo enso point we a probable lineup Liverpool for enso ebetim ayusu, yako Arsenal for so yeah William Borges da Silva be HSN William ebetim abon the first game at the Arsenal ever since so free Chelsea and some 8 major no mutia community show the mu enso ebetim ayedin ye pa na Mikel Arteta so no deal or the one in Emma and Manchester so no deal the target is next year Arsenal for ebetim qualify for the UEFA Champions League and Europa League any Arsenal for omo enso 11 time for mo GD pass Arsenal for Europa League no 11 coach ni patch say also Arsenal team no team about Champions League players no omo enso mo sapomu ensu pa what do na yen fancy
all right.
This is the best sports in town. Kessben 93.3 FM.
The Kessben College, commonly referred to as KC, was established on the 1st of October 2015. KC has tailored your university experience by choosing from among different graduate programs. Our master's, bachelor's, and associate programs include Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance, Bachelor of Science in Human Resource Management, Bachelor of Science in Marketing, Bachelor of Science in Information and Communication Technology, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, great facilities, innovative designs.
Oh, okay. Na madu da ko back kakra.
Yeah.
We the days of Redondomo. Redondomo squad no na me kai say na madu this particular setup I think that was 1999 2000 abra almost share Valencia by 3 goals to 0 start Louis the second of France nana madu they share this particular GC and later I didn't say Ruud van Nistelrooy mobile and almost some share DJ Sinti Sergio GC with the fatal but me kai the last time I know Liverpool GC nana no fatal chewi Liverpool ni Chelsea just in fatal pa.
The man in Madrid eh?
Oh, on say Chelsea for ni more connection kakra with Madrid. On say Chelsea for no more pe Barcelona. Nti omo pe Madrid kakra, omo pe Juve kakra. On say until Frank Lampard by a person mirror the Barcelona type of play no. So Chelsea I believe in results, efficiency and direct football. And so I check say teams here Mibudi, Madrid, Juventus they are cut of that particular mood and that is how they play. Chelsea just in there Ubaka say Bruce back me agency now a feto pa Chelsea just in
back na Madrid gra tibu ko 20 as em ni dwa o mo kakra. Kotwa fa so a o di free Chelsea
ombusa ansa die na watch so say do Stamford Bridge hotel bi si akire ho no nko an na wo and no go an na Chelsea asamo kan
serious
Sadio all right line Messi sense me kakra bi for Messi say Man City ni ko aso almost says kabebrebe de kofa line Messi na I see wanyini. And again, he's not the best in the game today. Into almost so more money in almost spend this kind of be akofano. Sergio, a lot of people and I question Lionel Messi since I was starting a dominance in the European game. Said there be why one man club legend. No, not the baby fako. Now I try so be sinakai. Few greats and omutimi take a challenge upon themselves. So move from their comfort zone. No matter could seek for another challenge. Yenya Diego Armando Maradona after Barcelona cover Cesar Luis Menotti Abra Argentina winning the World Cup in 1978 Cesar Luis Menotti making sure say enko betime de Diego Maradona ba be BB in Barcelona oba in his own way about the El Clasico nya the standard ovation and again ono any Andres Iniesta any Ronaldinho the assess Morera Gaucho and opposition supporters are a standard ovation at the Santiago Bernabeu. But a dear Diego Maradona team here in Barcelona is to win the Copa del Rey. The controversies in games of Coboy against Atletico Bilbao didn't talk wasem any Sensembre Barcelona no or put in a transfer request. Into the transfer request in Ebano now ko Italia no be any Sana Milan so pa. Juventus did the Champions League the previous season with Giovanni Trapattoni and Jean-Michel Francois Platini. And to no be him say, Senka Diego Armando Maradona so beko the Italian Serie A nim na so okwa kusia kan dia. Per se de wasi ayaman honi dia owo and the kind of quality that he showed in the 1986 World Cup no be him say Diego Armando Maradona ebe picky a cathedral in the Italian Serie A. Baroko SS Napoli Sergio such challenge take here no be team take such challenge ni bida and of Napoli no Sergio or we need look for Napoli for the first time in 60 years no mati team na no mun team enyeche into Maradona challenge that will take here no and Sergio clearly o take Argentina to the 1990 World Cup omulusu in the final against Germany Yenya Luis Nazario de Lima also pick a challenge from the Dutch Eredivisie the goals or Shadema PFV and Oben Oba Barcelona Esababe she goals Edema Oba back to Italian Serie A Esababe take a challenge in the prove the word being nominated as the best foreign player in the 1998 Italian Serie A League and again he came back to Real Madrid Sergio Osabe the Spanish Pichichi in the war in the Ruud van Nistelrooy and also pick it from the Dutch Eredivisie vintage performance for Manchester United or Real Madrid or born money. So we have a host of other players. Cristiano Ronaldo can never be exception. Or performing in Portugal, exceptional in the EPL, exceptional in the Spanish La Liga, and Italian Serie A. And said, the numbers are more from a league that is defensive oriented and tactically aware. Said, is clearly unprecedented. And a no nana atola and Messi say also open so free Barcelona. And if probably say oba Premier League nima obetimi abana. First of all, and if probably aka say Messi style of play any games how bono oba EPL you expect him to struggle. But the way English Premier League teams na set it up. Pastor Joe, Adieba was so be when say this is not the Premier League that have Kolo Toure and Solomon Campbell at the centre back of the Arsenal team. This is not the Tottenham Hotspur with Jonathan Woodgate and Lellekin. This is not Manchester United of Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. This is not Chelsea of John Terry and the Ricardo Carvalho. We're a Chelsea team that want to pass, that want to control, that want to open up and avoid the defensive solidity. This is a Manchester United team that want to pass, that want to move, and that want to attack. This is a Tottenham Hotspur team that sometimes want to hit on the break, that sometimes want to shut the shop. This is an Arsenal team that plays an open-up game. And the England team is the first to set it up, clearly different from the game open up in the modern day game in the EPL. Into be a Pep Guardiola star now passing. pressing, precision, control, and now be able. In two sound say, sounded like Messi bonus or Bono open up. How will he fare? He has been exceptional against teams that open up play and struggle against teams that defend too deep. And currently, the English Premier League not enters. Obedia tum se Messi mfieni ekwa animu and football obia nim say oh Mesha, you can do your projections, but at the end of it all, you are not the person to decide. And the Bemed and Hazard they come Madrid. No bien himself Kobekwa Homodin, but in the level of confidence to take on players the crowd. Say Vinicius to Jinamuba, who say Vinicius the mental fortitude and level of confidence on air was Roger and Hazard. So Messi can
Hazard any injury. Confidence level.
Sergio and confidence level. Injuries are a part of the game, and Obejia to me so buy an injuries a hano. Player will team stay out 6 months no more. But Sergio, you do Bejina game ni more. Born ye demand your confidence level because you have Vinicius Junior who have been turning the lives of Felipe, the lives of Jose Maria Jimenez, the Gerard Piqué apart, and Obi Onche Vinicius in the game against Manchester City will tell you say the level of confidence and how he take on players. No, it was so compare him to Eden Hazard against the Manchester City team, especially team on in a board down the years. And he said, "Yo, level of confidence in A is so key." Now to the borderline, Messi will ask something to the Manchester City team, and also almost spending be Brianna and Nicolas almost spending. Said, "Yo, so what's your Manchester City team now? A hey fun draw into Omuhia line and Messi and I say Omuhiano." One, social Man City team now, baby, omo person omo do no the Champions League. Champions League, the team say you omo free apart from Liverpool, omo one of the traditionals in the Champions League. Say do team say you omo free the teams are omo history in the Champions League. Monaco, Tottenham Hotspur, Olympique Lyonnais. These are not teams that owe history in the Champions League. But so what's your Manchester City team now? No, I say. More winners in their team when it comes to the European football, the answer is no. My body team need to a certain stage. They will need to be at that level of maturity, that level of experience, that level of bite. Obi team a change game, within a split second for them in European night answer yes. And now no new to can has say team na to be now body through a certain stage. You need experience. I'll be add up. I'm a team no I finish article. And it's Obian Concussions Zlatan Ibrahimovic be room. Emma team my friend AC Milan. And one mind the kind of results a Diabre AC Milan in this particular season. Go and check Antonio Conte. Almost one team in Europe, but on your players, matured in Lukaku, in Ashley Young, in Alexis Sanchez, in Christian Eriksen be room. Inter Milan a team qualified for the Europa Cup for the first time since 1998. And he added a bit of maturity into his squad, and it's still full. That's also added up that mature players are a bit me a boost to the team in the season for him to compete in the Italian Serie A. And I feel that's a joke. Baby, a Manchester City team that you know, Siaka Kevin De Bruyne, Siaka Sergio Aguero, Yaka Fernandinho, Yaka Abranti Fen Ike Gondogan, Niaka John Stones, Niaka Emerick Laporte. These are not players or must show consistency, or must show class, or must change the game in European night and where team Manchester City a person mudrun. So in adding line Messi up, and that's all about with the accolade, the marketing tool being full package, but on the field of play in European night and where Manchester City person mudrun. Sergio, so line Messi was just a year, not adding up to their team. I feel say to be a plus to their team, and in European night they can depend on him and draw on him. Some betting advance to the major stages of the European competition. Now the big game Basso. Community Shield. Yeah. Arsenal are G15. Liverpool are G15. Sergio, you can say so we have two teams here. Enough time for the preseason. And you can say preseason for tactical awareness and conditioning. And it's also COVID-19 about the boom. Two teams in so much time to prepare so well. New players are baby room and new to cast over here Thiago Alcantara being adding up to the Liverpool midfield. Arsenal so with the Philip Brandt Fen Gabriel Ebabe show defense in him. They've added William Borges da Silva to their team, and Mikel Arteta how will be preparing the team for next season. So our community show that a competitive game and a year new who be. The last time Liverpool ever win was 2006, and last year they played in the final against Manchester City. Omulusu on penalties after most Salah born a born and Gabriel Fernando Jesus a born a penalty in the share on team edge. So Mikel Arteta, and he probably best idea how he will line up and how he will shape his team well for season at Airbus. So baby, I want to on your victory over Manchester City, on your victory over Chelsea, and he has victory over Liverpool. And on it, me boost to Arsenal team no MIFA Cup on Sergio Omu Etimiji. But they are playing against a Liverpool team, Omo Baba all round and with a full squad. But Arsenal are unlikely so betting ensemble or full squad. No, mo the league no. And it's a watcher. Abrante FN Hector Bellerin yet in the last kiss almost more fun to Paris Saint-Germain. Saïd Kolasinac is likely to go back to Germany. And the issues about transfers no more crime my coach no and team settle on a team or be you against a Liverpool. But it's likely Rob Holding ya available. Current year available. Metla now see available. Said you this is how Arsenal will shape up in defense. And Emiliano Martinez performance of the man. You ever said Ben Lino na bar? Obey me as to us, and I say Mikel Arteta best man that opportunity to play. So William and Barbecue Hodia. Coach him decide to say go in for a 3 midfield or go in for the 2 double pivot and all the Arsenal in the EPL and in the FA Cup in Granada Xhaka and then Danny Ceballos wana. And I said this time there, so Jessica Ozil Edge no decided to own free team ma or best man opportunity to be part of his midfield ana. Yeah, Barbecue a teamer. Omo bebo Abrante FN Nicolas Pepe and ye chese Wolok ne Bukayo Saka mo be send opportunity about the Arsenal team nimbio in the course of the season and after they will be part of the construction from the very first day. Yeah, chese Laka they likely say Spanish teams need chase no and after obe start na no lead lines no with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and to be free left at the Abana and only had the pressure in the Arsenal team on Liverpool. Yeah, he said jogging club be going for his one-dimensional 4-3-3 nana, and in the second half of the season, or decided so big the eye playing football and too much of the ginger present to his direct play and kick and run football actually na all bono and one of best ticket to and that's so be go back to a kind of fast football in the game nana. Obesa ball ni fall back of Air Branch FN Trent, Andy Robertson, Joe Gomez, and then Virgil van Dijk. And that's all some opportunity. I'm a match Papa Remwana. Yeah, sure how an midfield no be said. Or the Thiago Alcantara idea that implied the 3 midfield of Gigi Wijnaldum, Jordan Henderson, and Fabinho Nipami and some obey. Or bed drop up one likely saw bed drop no for Thiago Alcantara to be part of a 3 midfield because that midfield lack creativity, and it is the reason why. Last 2 seasons against Manchester City, Mo Salah will be on the right, Sadio Mane will be on the left, and Abrante FN Firmino will be there front. And I see interest of Abrante FN bruised at this particular chance to play in this particular game. So these are the things you be expected from the game. No, I don't think the results be matter baby, but I feel see how the team will shape up and how the team will perform on the field of play. So now she players are Liverpool, Arsenal. So almost started this particular game. It is too clear say Liverpool are well prepared and per the 11 I bet told you say Omo de Bebono so likely so best started this game at favorite and likely to win the trophy for the first time since 2006.
All right, Andy Kev Mbugum Toto Saint Michael Asafo Saint Michael of Saint Michael Printing Press Asafo. Good morning, bro. All right. Marijata.
Sergio, before now, because make us say Messi, ama me fan say we are so be focus akọ just a single transfer deal car or movie away from Barcelona and so. Now last week I shared the political side of Messi deal but this week from Thursday no reporter was spending in actually say Lord Ganesh the Buafu. Lord Ganesh a festival and I say a fashion mudino in India, a religious festival. So shrine honomono and nipa a Lord Ganesh. Every year biano 22nd March and I said 22nd August and a festival no it take place. Now before festival no Ganesh and ne mame the goddess or bosombano or free villa cash aba. It has a baby away. Free Laka bar na festival na koso se see ka say 11-day festival a ekoso India na se jo say o hwe de ama issue ni nyina no abaso ana say people say hodo no peke na omo say Lord Ganesh e ka so ba be yi any preference na so na say batomi afri hono mo oye shrine oteki away obstacles because oye holy on the screen so no every year be almost celebrating 11 days from August 22nd until the 11th day and you're celebrating no e draw no more omode abosom ketenkete obi asiesi be omode clay India okay omode abosom ketenkete egu omodem e portray Ganesh no ne shrine no as a Joseph wo hwe the da screen is see na our relationship to Lionel Messi ne tattoo bia e da ne nsa left no and there's also our relationship to the lotus flower that what Rosario Messi Kromo baby e wono no it's also a relationship to the Sagrada Familia Central Church of Barcelona City num Kromo so we should tattoo na sa flower na da no a holy flower a friend lotus
the done in sound is
the done in sound no etimi fifi baby na a signify hope
okay
a signify hope and faith etimi fifi baby a be poso ensoma wiem etimi fifi baby now e kire se baby na Messi free battle was survive ya mana yi talent etimi survive na de bosom no aye ne se o enlight wo issue bi a o hote no wo ko asem ma wo sa na bosom Lord Ganesh uko India tie na se jo se wo hwe na batwe no ankasa de why tattoo nda na batwe ho no na bass sie no se jo eno so ho asem ho and eno na make na say de wo na batwe sie no Messi aye this tattoo no for the Sagrada Familia Church in the Barcelona no Sagrada means sacred. Sagrada means sacred. This church, no, any the Lord Ganesh shrine in India, no, omumi na akabo say manager na say president here friend say Bartomi ay obstacle man Messi and so mba be yi na free no na ono onyu suponko on tena ponko so tena donkey so Lord Ganesh no now so we share the den about no medical ka say the Sagrada
as I word as and the way nya bibia very place no
the den about no
so word now what kind of or repeating be 10 no into me nya word bia empedifo into me very place I word
so you say Messi relationship with the church no say church no started from 1882 but say you construction kasa started somewhere August 1882 and then the power omode church no share nsa no eye godi that godi no eye be any power the age of 31 na say you omo hande asori no e de share nsa and construction on the church has never been completed
okay
yenwie church no just 3 entries and the room sa Holy Family Church no Messi ayo mo tattoo na batwe no eno nie o hwe niam 4 na wosoro na eye 4 bells o ma dedicated to disciples bi Adoma 12 in a womb 4 elba be different 4 no Adoma 12 represented the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ
okay
and I was sorry we see mo and o ma dedicated 4 elba be 4 no ba ko Saint Matthew's dia Saint Jude Simon and Barnabas 4 no nie and na ekwan miensa and the rasoro ba ko stand for o left no e hope o far right e faith o fan finfin e charity sorry we say 14,000 people and sorry we say a continuum
at a time
14,000 the tallest religious church in the world 170 meters square high of Barcelona every year be Barcelona city no $90 million. So church we say no omo holy church omo support Lionel Messi ever since from Rosario. And there's also a spiritual connection to the Hindu god Lord Ganesh. And Messi I that lotus flower down about Nensa hono. So I know any keep Messi or no they feel say they have a connection to the guy. And this church now say Joe Hunisano I will more on incomplete because God the ewu 100 years ebesi 2026 it is owu and a centenary no and on be complete asori no yensin wie every year be 4.5 million visitors and the cost that sorry we say we Spain so I'm back Messi and they feel say we say a funny facade of glory the Mayama Jesus no we say Messi wana na bati hono oh Jesus Christ at the end of the bati
Okay.
Where a facade of glory. I'm dedicated to Jesus. I saw when the face you can see. And Messi, yes, I tattoo no Edana Betis Roa, Kasan Kassanity. Messi is representing this spiritual body. He's represented the connection between Ormoni and Sorino. And India, the Hindu Lord, no feel say, Bartomeu, a obstructive element at the Messi progression. And that one person be in the free on. These are spiritual conversations, say, Kosovo. When you now back Messi say, Bartomeu mum they obstruction Messi. I don't know Messi bet me a project because guy also should say he has a love for Hindu church in India no, and he has a love for this church in Barcelona no. So and he may cause you no obia wo interest the politics, the business side of it, and then a clubs in each no, and the spiritual side of it also are taking it the angle. And the issues was pay no. As at Friday in Ranajo. The only thing is that Mrofono Omoma donkey visa India, but nipa now the donkey beba no man visa a spiritual conversation. Lord Ganesh the issue but say Messi they need to sort Messi out as soon as possible and sign an issue not just how do now because they love the boy. They know say religiously boy no and represent you. So say Joe Messi issue they are taking so many twists.
Picture yeah. I wore screen is here. Jesus Christ.
And I done about
the shoulder, right shoulder.
Yeah. Facade of glory. I don't know
the significance.
Sir, sorry, no.
The chrono na nema bisu I take spiritual something. I am fenyam some and so come.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, Osha tattoo no. Art any football yeah, Juma. Art any football yeah, Juma. But one thing is that every single art in football be an interpretation. Tattoos are place na yeni na a symbolism or more casanity as then sometimes you need to go further and say who the reason why art will say that this particular player and Messi I should say we embody for that church now Central Barcelona no and they believe say boy na yeni ma be break church on so odomo and so show church ni tattoo I want beti was show church no omoni ma be break I want and was also show that flower and so I want to tell you know. And so Joe Messi believes that spiritually omoni kura no.
Ya frebe free mensia. We over to us with the fema keke. I had an old bobo nibi no.
When yasem.
O say your friend no abatwere. Ya de twere ho. Abatwere. See what twere bibi.
And obi oro so de. On can't children new
now uko kasa is a wash that person can see me. Oro so de becho.
Oh yeah.
Abatwere.
Oh, o say your friend abatwere. Penipa na friend and watch it.
Oh yeah, don't say pa.
So man kasa now keke na be.
Patromati boss.
All right.
So you catch you.
Ya catch pa aso go for the or to go for tis watch. Then catch.
Yeah, team for years.
O say abatwere.
Banya abatwere.
But sorry.
But that cruise we so but the family.
Okay. No, a very important education.
Oh, kawe no amanensi. Na uchemi no ano aseda.
Abatwere.
So Joe say Osha Indian fan base support Barcelona 3.350,000 the fifth highest following on Facebook. They are all saying say they will go back to India to work on Bartomeu until so Bema Messi the right things to be done. Other son will be movie on they don't want Messi to suffer. Say Messi home back no say I know the one person better cry because they know say Messi is holy. That is my opinion no. And that can be on before say you remember boy no buy no on board no buy and a Messi no in showing respect on also why you almost symbols at the good no and art tattoo art a containing message and Messi is also portraying say he loves them wherever they are but be a free banner or the flower not to know. And also so you'll be a yare and kasa na ke in a free hokra. We all know the story. So apart from said that tattoo no yeno, Messi no madi come over and over. And at a point Argentina and Nigeria game no, obi the lucky charm be brave Messi on Antonesa. After that game no, the ama Coutinho, the ama Dybala, when you know go. Who said the guy is from the Sagrada Familia Church.
Oh, the idea man Messi.
Yeah.
On
Antonesa, so go.
Na uria onye dey
onim nipa no but ohun no lucky charm no say eno na so no use say ohun krom obi say gidi ni hu atade ye na ohun no so message to ne nsa o se beboa no e be ma no lucky charm message go or the Coutinho should go, or the Paulo Dybala also should go. And so can Messi who's hard the no when you be a free by you say any other person be but we felt say or be a free by Bieba. It's make us say it's a one who did who's a sorry mono free by. So if you have the belief or you be mawa, oh GD for the be say over the chrono. A journalist and the man one or sending my message me from out the babu pa and a message in the share name. After game no Antoine, no the man Coutinho, no the man Paulo Dybala. So Messi has a connection to those guys, and they know say Messi also respect them. And I'm doing message aba. Say Bartomi in ye. And on Amako Adjuni Biba say Messi is not likely to go because I was so deeper affection for Sam Crawford or Unum some back in no. Nemo Maniama na right. And this weekend definitely and competition because wa e bia say Joe na Messi asesa na adwene.
I see. And the night is or certain drain giddy.
They will fight Bartomeu.
Because there's a spiritual one in ano.
Oh yeah, Kodeko.
The tattoo be actually be the root every chrome one.
Yeah.
Kode come before.
Where Kodeko.
Angebe work yamano.
Kabe work yamano. I believe. And the GD no. Sajo.
Don't sacrifice Bartomeu.
Omo so be in free order. Say Messi bedi out. Messi don't pass over Safakra.
Okay.
So we say Messi bedi out about Tommy bedi out. And any weekend then come out say Joe air cost was paying a giddy. They all suppose say oh come on was from Kuba Tommy Crane free.
Wow.
Omo free on time na Messi hunter no any freedom because we feel Messi nya any part say Joe any single tattoo be on be a message. And you know when in Saba be a coin or the crown be at or crown here the yere. Only yere sa so na de crown be ma de. And on only any bad ye. So in Sunny be more once a sad end the hoka crabby. And Messi is keeping all these Okon 9-1 at so but inside the end of the day, it represents the people he loves so dearly. And it's in the sound say Joe. And almost an 9 so I represent and also dedicate him and a family. The now hotel tuning in and but go da on the back the ball at the horn at the hasi and a so lovely. The 9 children the bat go inside the hall. And I quiet Messi the Nayachi the ne batiago ensam e dan 9 nachi ne bana ya circle no hono why ne insada ne 9 nachi
wow
and why ye ball e dan ne shin no ba bi o de shin guard ne hono why ball ankasa so e da ho baba soro de ne dia o de amasa ankrofo na ye di om ho nkomo no so a art and message no na sejo ya interpret no
okay ball de clear cra okay so general defense ora and the 9 one call the put to be one the ball view wow Marie Jata
so you be share Liverpool Thiago die no
yemra house
now Liverpool team no are structured already and your renewal your technical renewal and your technical transformation technical renewal say you number 6 okofa number 6 for your upgrade about or renew that position. But Abian person number 6 BM person change roles or transform it. So your transformation and then technical renewal. We shall Liverpool a structured team. Omako Champions League finals successively EPL no. Omo Ben Home City no care more from Asaba Bima Babeje. And you feel the team when you can say Joe Komodo Mosaka. But at a point, Liverpool also knows that Omako this same system without any dynamism. You better catch your more common and say so Usha said last week, Runico Grant interview and the can highlight it so much. I mentioned that and say, bro, measure how Thiago would fit into Liverpool setup. And I see, how Thiago fit into the setup already. Liverpool bought 3 central midfielders, but 3 central midfielders and a narrow midfield, which means me and wave and free trainum. Wave now is being created by the 2 fullbacks, the left fullback and the right fullback. In the attack, Salah and the money also cut inside, not just space one chain. Being occupied by the 2 fullbacks. Akobasa had the transition to defense. Now, key issue at the Liverpool. Now they want to go the speciality way, or more midfield, or behind a Juma, or more creative, or more destroy. Oko attack so nyo majuma about defense nyo majuma and into no follow Thiago all summer here e be wura mu ni nyina no mo dey follow Thiago say ombenya Thiago aba be show mu mfinfio still o me maintain the 3 central midfielders no mfinfio but say Joe there will be different component that component no and e be Thiago akantara so me pass come the video no be here ni ahwe how Thiago be fit into the Liverpool setup say bia Tony aye ready Liverpool with Thiago player ba ko say Joe betimi ball as a deep line playmaker.
Only reason we are because on ready.
Yeah.
Tony Montana.
Or deep, obey me about as deep number 6, you know. Obey me about said or play making or design a game with the amount on the team, you know. Also, in free number 6 or more, best I swear to me, I couldn't walk about number 8 or number 10. But effectively, Osha Liverpool profiles are all in film pieces here now. About Jordan Henderson. Obaba Fabinho, Obaba Gigi Vidnadum. Omami has almost similar profiles. They are aggressive, they win balls, they can pass, and they can take away balls from an opponent. And Liverpool midfield now, they are always looking for opponents. Time about you can not serve your supply or security at the money more for. If it happens that way, let's just say the Liverpool rely so much on the direct football without much creativity centrally. And it's in a Firmino, so yeah, no, I'll drop Yaba just to connect to the midfield. Now, Thiago Nuntino, definitely Thiago will be the main creative hub of the team. And the Bayej may be Brady a free Firmino. So Klopp will now decide so about Firmino as the sole number 9. So Thiago Alcantara. Klopp bet me decide so about double pivot. No ma Thiago ejino mani mu pe. Or obema Thiago ejine 2 achi they have 2 central midfielders so munyi mu ejine Thiago anim. Na ono as a deep liner playmaker. No she adwuma ni free deep at the core. Just as he wants a piano chair or sometimes or even 4-2-3-1 or buying. Goretzka a dirty job no Alcantara or the clean ones or circulate the ball so. No finding spaces which me are connected to the attackers. And that is the reason why Liverpool wants to bring Thiago to Anfield. Thiago age no I'm can once at 29 but I say yo Liverpool set up no omonye team omo use nkra bebre nkra from party bi Ajax or Dortmund and omonye team so say Juventus omo use panifo nkwa. Liverpool uses the blend omo match up omo fan nkra kakra no ma form omo nyini kakra no ma blend the two. And so any other day bi abehye Liverpool bi ano say yo energy e full e omo team no. But Osha midfielder almost similar profile. Opakofa Keita Beshim and similarities na yakwa similar. And until Thiago ba Beshim no. But say Joe, say video no entimi ready. Yeah, that's so program. So definitely, you benya na ye dia ba na ye yama etie for how Thiago would fit into Liverpool setup no.
Okay. Mami fa message kakra bi mfa.
Nature ombra no.
A video no.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Okay. Marijata. Sergio, good morning. I'm Obodo from New Botiano, Accra. I want to know if one calls Pep Guardiola the bald fraud man, is he right? Because how can a coach spend £600 million on transfers and still can't even make it to the UEFA Champions League semi-final? To even talk about the final. Thank you. Well, say good morning, Joe. Today, Arsenal should gather the Arsenals very well because we Liverpool will dismantle them. We are Liverpool. That means a lot. Arrow, Edway, Efri, Nyankumasa Hinkro, and Abreye. Sergio, Frank Boateng, James Akaminko, Shafiu Mumuni, and Nabila, with the exception of Emmanuel Osei-Bafo, are living for free. But hardly do we hear the media talk about it. Had it been Kotoko or Hatofuk, by now, that would be the topic for every day. Ash Gold is a top team, so please discuss these issues too. Thanks. Yao Double, Edwin Semenshia, Bokrum, and Abreu. Good morning. Joe, please let Franco now explain Maguire's interview to us well. Someone on some TV station B was confused and was calling Maguire a liar rather than explaining to us what actually happened. Meanwhile, he was not on Greek land to know what happened, and he later said, why Maguire choose to go to Greece of all countries in the world? Wow, look, Amando inside Prisia, Sankofa, and Abba. Sergio, good morning. How many goals did Charles Taylor score for Asante Kotoko? And did he score against Hartlepool and Ash Gold? If yes, on which date? Elvis Wefri, Anyam Kwanta, and Abreye. Good morning. Joe and the crew. Liverpool will beat us now 3-1 today. We are leaving no stone unturned. The club massacre is still on course. Okay. Kessben Sports, Papa. Kessben Sports, Uja wom we every nana yao adetis Nsuta Biposo. Good morning, the Lakalas. This is Abdullah Musa from Kodie Dinasi Zongo, a member of our Kessben Sports Annex. I want to know in case Bartomeu leaves Barcelona, is Messi going to stay? Hydrolef Newton tell us the relationship between Ajax and Barcelona. Rashid Edwefri Nkwatin and Abraham. Good morning. To Amapia Mensa Samuel Adansi Fumso, please, between the two these two players, who scored more goals for Asante Kotoko? Nana Hindia and Michael Hellegbe. Joe, please, I want Sir Franco Naro to update me on Manchester United's transfer and what Philip Stefanovic will add to United setup. We a free Kwabena Achim Oda. Please, why is not making Hazard perform like how he was performing at Chelsea? Is it because of injuries? Collins, Edwin Free, Obuasi, and Abraham. Joe, good morning. Andy and Newton are very good at what they do. But I'll give all the credit to those who scouted them. All right, Escobar, Edwin Ifri, Enchi, and Abraham. Good morning, Joe. I'm Lord Tando from Enchi. Okay, please, Joe, is it true that Gianluigi Donnarumma and Declan Rice are going to Chelsea? Please update me on that. Okay, Donnarumma. Good morning, please, Mr. Frank Mack was excellent on Real Madrid's history yesterday, and I'm hoping if you can add Barcelona's history today. Frank Mack?
I'm sure it was the one I did yesterday.
Okay. Again, how does politics in football affect Barcelona FC, Real Madrid, and Spanish league as a whole? Yao Che Idiwefri Achim Swedro, Margasu Sak, Kwauzigi, and Fe Chupa. All right, my name's are ready. You're ready still?
I'm sorry, ready.
Yen try ready. Now also video baby.
Yeah, but Thiago Alcantara.
Okay.
Yeah, how about fitting home to Liverpool team, any players so female.
Okay.
And a system a club. Bet me abo.
Okay. Yen ready. Ushe Kessben television. We are see afana nyina sanso and utie Kessben 93.3. Minima de MZ yenya challenges kakra. Yensa kan ya yema Newton Marijata asai atwaso ebio. Franco Naro as usual. Twanam to so na fe.
Sejo medasi enche busuafobium. Na na me ba Eugene Kwame Anane of Opim Source Sports na me adumachina and all worry.
Sevango. But we dance. Ana me am a date in one hwe
Eugene
4th October. And I spoke to him this morning.
Wow.
Say enyam pechina. Into the me onya na.
Then I'm ka chira cry 4 for January.
Sir.
Ka 4 September.
Check date ni ye. Me am
anazo mama different.
Oh, the check date in the 4th October.
Abrante di wo chokra.
And me am friend no pay. Me why? Me am my friend no pay because later me boy. Say 4 for na.
Huge.
Right. Say don't do me for baby.
Come here and be my so the Napoli mo.
With the supporters from France.
Go there.
Me say me tie nyina be how we try show mo kwe and you say no me ka kire o say kire show mo kwe ye ni Eugene wedding bi no si me nazo e kwa me fa so aye no na say na we dey edenyame ase andi nyame na boy na wa ka kire go fo be kwa bu akwa
my friend and pay me to car one na my friend first and also there be 4th October.
All right. Ura Kukudazi so me nchia ma say James Kukudazi no pay your friend.
The best central defender mehu Ghana.
Yes.
Me.
So
them say nipa be
that is the young do ni mbo. almost only papa
Kukudazi James. Oh my God.
Today you want a banner.
Place Abako.
Niti ho say.
What's wine a banner?
So who do you be?
No. Niti ho say come.
You need
Eme gun come.
Cool standard.
MSN come on I did bra.
ja.
Asaba na okay.
Send the young league man as you blasters.
League in them.
You blasters. Debbie.
So wrong with here na.
Oh, me dear. King Kevin my baby so. My head
Crazy. John Crano.
Joy ragged. As a we no skill for crash.
John no.
Skills.
We need skills now. No sound.
I no ni bona kasa.
Me obi anan confuse Ben kakra Isaac Osu ninja. Na ninja was a flame kakra.
Okay, wait me but who does level no baby cry.
Okay. So you
guys in Johnny Sean no.
Oh, me make ninjas in flare. Say comfortable on the ball. A bus one train or between his animal.
Papa, you the TVC.
Cuckoo.
I'll forever salute him.
When him saw Ben Koof in a 5-year development plan.
Okay.
He was part of the team.
And why Fefri in collaborate? Okay, young.
Sergio, Andre Lionel Messi. So be free Barcelona, home free Barcelona. Yeah, some for. But my dream is say Messi free Barcelona now. It be just two teams and be very, very happy. Real Madrid on one side because it makes Barcelona very weak. Medica kaza menyesho se ubenyubi no by 2020-2021 season Messi kwa ba beshana 9 obema that impact the influence and everything.
Oh, but me chat the answer.
Okay, good.
Me chat the answer about it so. Mo mami check credit this year. Mo nya mpem for need mami to this year 0244263902. For ninzo nye ready. What's going on? Okay. Infoni why we there simple gra.
Emudia.
Omuni na yɛn hɛnfo a 0244263902 30 seconds pɛ omuni na mpamcho yɛn kɔnaro.
Okay. Na brante bi bisa sɛ Philip Stefanovic and then Obe added to Manchester United. My dream is that he's for even the youth side because that boy is just 17-year-old and he's a winger. And for now, for main team Manchester United, we can see that there's been an addition a bit to to Manchester United. Maybe later, maybe a friend Harry Maguire in interview and so. But so you know, can say Messi be free Barcelona. My dream is say two teams and a bit benefit to power. Baku ebeye team friend Real Madrid because he makes their bitterest rival, their closest rival Barcelona weaker, and they make it a Real Madrid favorites La Liga and probably other competitions. Then team obekono team bia Messi bekombiano Messi be my team na say better than saying any team ni city into that team. And so be enjoy. Na utie nkomo na ekoso ni bibia me medical can say Messi e ba ni team say onya Barcelona obi fi no enye eye de esi na nsenya for Messi to renew his contract and put in say at the end of the season se meninjia mitimi nko mitimi terminate contract na me kono e chreza at that time na or contemplate say onya eye team ni mo a obi fi. Now if Sir Messi if you are clearly Manchester City the favorite. Omake can say teams are more the world with that. And also more sika omo betimi the actual Messi no. Of course you talk about Man City, you talk about Paris Saint-Germain, probably Manchester United. But Messi is somebody clearly he will be very comfortable under Pep Guardiola, and Man City also has the money to spend on Messi, especially in the season UEFA timie pushy on financial fair play and semino ato baby. Now Sergio Medisha na me share a team your friend in Liverpool any their desire say omo be retaining Premier League no no. Clearly minim say Newton about the potential arrival of Alcantara to Liverpool and probably Sibia or Besho almost set up no more debate to me.
Obviously videos no market ready.
Oh, okay.
You know we are
all right. Thank you. Sergio, me feel say Liverpool jinaye because several factors in favor say betimi are retaining the league title. Premier League no enya common say ubetumi retain waji no asa aji atwazo. Mekai the last time ABC a Manchester United year no 2007-2008 season and then 2008-2009. Chelsea so year no 05-06 seasons no almost G defend year. But at there back is significant. Two teams omo yes and say omo G league ni we no omo anka da so mu team ne ye enti no ye nkodwa man so bebre and no tell Liverpool ni bibia one omo sisika nhye den ni ho two omo feel so omo team ni ye good enti no they will not be buying from the market. It looks like maybe Omunya Abrante friend Alcantara, that will be it. Don't forget, so already they've bought a defender in Costas Semikas. Omudeno Eba Beketimono. But say yo, who shit teams are what G Premier League? No sir, defending is successfully. Domu and sa uji we are spending massively. Chelsea ebo eje 05 we no Morino Kujamanso Ekokofa Sean Wright Phillips Michael Essien Esia Del Horno name them about 8 players and a Morino side beefy up in the squad no. Manchester United winning 08 we going into 09 no. They also added a number of players to the team. You talk about Carlos Tevez, Nani, Addison, Owen Hargreaves, name them. Thomas Kuzaks, Possible and all those things. So historically, so we any Premier League no. Now we are doing the when you secure into unya there's a ube beefy up with him one here was ebeyeshi. Adeba kwa se Messi free a team friend Barcelona ebe hard dream bako. Clearly, the reports now shall say ba. And I suspect indeed say Barcelona so Mbo Liverpool say omope Abrantia a friend Sadio Mane may say yes and I is likely to say yes. And can you imagine say Manchester City afa Messi akane timu na Mane a free Liverpool ako tima a friend Barcelona. Clearly it puts Liverpool at a very disadvantageous position. So I'm thinking say Liverpool a bit active on the market. Nobody should ask me, what about Man U? I'm talking about Liverpool because we're on league, you know, and we are looking at probabilities of league in area, you know. Obe tries to be defended. Sergio, in the FA Cup game in Ibasu, for the first time in their history, Omubo Women's FA Cup no Wembley. Omubo we are 12:30 number start no. Omubo we are na Omabo Premier League, and I think 3:30. And right now, Klopp weka say after so Omu season, you know. In fact, just some few days they are getting back into action again. For Arsenal crowd there, 4 weeks after Chelsea ball FA Cup, no, a weird or a novel season are not common in the Premier League and elsewhere in the world. So we both a season every Liverpool we season no, 34 days ni. Arsenal we in the season after the FA Cup no, some 4 weeks in the and no more they have been called into action again. In the normal situation where you have off seasons, players very resty, no any pre-season needs any money no and shut down Koso. I'm not too sure how the teams would want to line up in this particular game. I think it's going to be a difficult game. Last season, Liverpool share Arsenal twice. It will league in Muniade. But going into this game, it could be anybody's game. Wembley is the venue. Sergio, finally, on Abrante Efeno, Harry Maguire. Erika Anariti Maguire.
It's well. Also, I met Kuku Dazi in Takrady at the Harbour Post Office taxi rank in a food joint. I looked at him in his white top and I remembered his penalty against Kadiogo in 1979, which made me walk on foot to a Jusu. Protocol versus Kadiogo from Burkina Faso. Kadiogo, Burkina, yes. Wow.
Yes, Joe. Abrante and say,
so he never one of my guys as well. Okay, Kadiogo. Yanko
Abrante and somehow say, Ubia interpreting Maguire interview no wrongly. Na minchichi no. First of all, me name di nipa krokai, but me pese me kind some quotations from Maguire in that interview or break it down after that incident. Am I reading fi say ne kusi e wo Greece mem e bro call holidays or no nuanom ene na busua and ne mpanyimfo no say o mama no omo wadi for even though also obey appeal and omo buano for no a suspended sentence and omo de ama Harry Maguire na Maguire 21 months you can suspended sentence na cheze boni na oye no ya twena so de ato say so ye boni bi eti say biem na say ye hwani odi fo etimi buano for a obekọ akosom sa sentence no entiene no onkum 21 months in imprisonment 21 months 10 days prison nemum etare ho etwen no so nim no yes abone bi sa Greece obiema obinya sa so twen no Maguire ese obey appeal and wasa can biem say on patcho because onu feels the DC no onu mum and obi attacking he was rather a victim. Na ninsem no sejo ma min kan kakra bi ebia ebeboy with the interpretation or say I don't feel I owe an apology to anybody. An apology is something when you have done something wrong. I don't wish it on anyone. Obviously, the situation has made it difficult for one of the biggest clubs in the world. So I regret putting the fans and the club through this, but I did nothing wrong. I find myself in a situation where I could have, where it could have happened to anybody and anywhere. They hit me a lot on the legs. It wasn't on my mind. I was in that much of a panic, fear, scared for my life. Or say, I know what happened that night. I know the truth. When I speak about it, I get worked up, but that's because it just makes me feel a bit angry inside. I will move on. I'm mentally strong enough. Okay. One some no can kwa say nyina ni sem nyina o kan say omno okono and a police for no by na no mu they were in plain cloth chezo mu nche police atare enti omu buy omu ba no so say omu be chi no one o man show any identification a kire say omu ya posifo enti no kra feel say bia enkofo no be kidnap omu say no mu say yire no so he needed to fight back. And also omo keke ne nan and omo ka kire ne say o career is over. So for him Maguire he thinks say ade na e call so honom no instead say ono na aye obi bone no ogidie say ono e na yaye ne bone enti obesa apili biem enya de say ogi atum da so ono Maguire no oye boni bia ewo eye Greece ebra akọ ho no we ene nsem a mze ne tofa bo won nsem na ode atu dwanim he's claiming in fact ne crofo mu defending the legal team ne kire say prosecution and akọ adubofo no enkrata ne kọ adu anu mu de bo mu no omude ma omu no na time ne too short say ombetima prepare well a defend Harry Maguire and that's why they think say omoya appealer they can overturn things. Eti for Maguire he thinks that he's rather the person who was assaulted or no they attack no nemum enye onumum ne ko attack obi on the issue of bribe no them say one share that much comment on it say John TM say Maguire then maybe a best satisfy any panel
na afifie nsema hodo no so nim letter brown for no Trokoma Ghana Football Association so Trokoma FIFA response on the about nsema ya de nyina no ya bobo no ha ide ebebrem enra so nyati junction bi
from Techiman City
yeso man obi avama no Zara Martino say I don't know be a omo be famana I say who corner the tarwa we obey program no I said was several people who do guys who go go they no so sense remember
Congress on the first
Congress on the first
and the 29th until China and then not on the first Tuesday
okay
until GF for Eddie Monday on back office
yeah engineer
and I be a Monday on office
any in sema who do pi ura more hatoful can be and so ba krumha na nsempie ko shumukwe abusuafo ho ne omukodi nkuta ho ya cameras no ko ho ene opani kodidi nkomopi na mu sensem so no ya de beba latest our transfer stories ewo omaimu ha and Andy Kem edin se bi to dwa enra questions bi ba yenya man for it man church ya dwen emphasize questions dem I know Andy Kem be nyamre na hoso what me afim kakra and abidafo enso aka no. All right, any other local sources everybody na no dey amanfo but see amesan ko mari kata ho na o see ope
Liverpool on Liverpool no can you show me kakra bi
tools say I ready
okay Sejo
and also papa bi e funfoni na me tool television no so no answers na e buy no o twa idea won san fam review we Debbie no way make infoni na Kodwa Samoa and coach Kamara of Deportivo. Some of them Samoa was quite Deportivo and the same room and on the boss team president manager BBR coach Kamara the manager into what the buy so ubetumi awi na mo am the farm phone in Sweden na only bago mo am the farm phone in Zimbabwe referee Eshon no handle koto has one grind
na no menene kasai
I play a share go bi no Ochai but for the farm phone so
anko official
so travel ball ga nya dia we okay good morning reflection Maridata
Sajo yeah board no so na hwe bibi kakra bi Sego to Liverpool before no Sajo we say Liverpool already no medical kasa mo team structured or mo dia baba we all know say Robertson and the right full back position we nya listen back obeda the post and Arnold born the right full back Robertson born the left full back center back position obenya Virgil van Dijk obejina 4 no ababenya Joe Gomez ono bebe partner Virgil van Dijk e wa chiro no na back 4 no ababaye okay no this is a back line as a Joe Liverpool rely on so much me ya koye say ehu hia say on be replace obi wa ha na emum deputy enti na Liverpool ato left full back no e dey be replace be back Robertson no Jordan Henderson, a player called body holding Wijnaldum about the right side of the midfield, and if Fabinho be complementing the two no midfield na baba yet miensa because Liverpool about 4-3-3. 3 no 150 no base of the 3 no and Henderson and the wide area no and as a right wing Salah we know Mane ebe far in the left wing and of course Firmino also be funny position up front as a number 9. Looking at this team we almost saying say can hear BPR like I was saying say a structured team or more idea but we know the strength of this team in particular but circle your team especially within the midfield circle Hona Shadi all the 3 no similar profile they do the same job Henderson Wijnaldum and then Fabinho almost omunyina bakuni wa bako betime bako adwuma the other one in the whole betime they retrieve balls for the team they start their distribution on the long ball especially so one person connected from deep there it's done but against tighter teams against tight defense yeah they so tough Edima Liverpool so betime penetrate because midfielders training in profile no pepe. And this is why Klopp wants to transform the midfield no into a creative spark. Wo benya one midfield be betimi akura ball no asan watene. Sisi kasa Liverpool rely so much on the wave, especially on the fullbacks. On the creative wave at the team no because 3 central midfielders na obo. As one person fight in chain and in chain there, fullbacks in the baby team no mo dia. And also Joe say it gives Firmino another job said about drop it there by Finfi Firmino never 9 but almost all the time about to say BB said time or movie by more our black striker be any name and the Basa when you Salah and the money will be movie inside especially say Liverpool air attack here a known tradition under Klopp Liverpool they are ball and over and around the box you benya Salah and the money on Babe created that narrow shape no the Liverpool especially and China now Baba down for the fullbacks to occupy. Firmino would always drop back to link up to the attack. If it happens that way, Sergio, transition becomes so dangerous for Liverpool, especially because and China because all fullbacks are coming. Liverpool is now attacking in 5 numbers. 5 different players. Ubenya fullbacks 2, and sana onya 3 attackers. So this is the Liverpool team. And the Kobana say Klopp him say on me first say enko, on me making on the dominant side or she so bet me dominate to England no. And that on your beer about Sanema kakra Liverpool team num. Or your beer about changing and Sano kakra team num. And that is why Liverpool akwakofa Thiago Alcantara ednaba Alcantara beba and yedika ka fi no wasem e dia kire amanfo bebre aka wasem so much and Alcantara ba train won finfio no one of them and obaba be yin edna free on. And that is why I make say Thiago's position is at the base of the midfield. I had deep liner position for Liverpool. This is why Thiago about the best edema buying team no. This is why Thiago is so much comfortable. So sitting just behind the 2 midfielders as the lone pivot, but on pivot back line. Name more serve as a playmaker for the whole team. Or bet me connected from any other angle. And this is the circulation of Thiago Alcantara to the offensive zones. Or bet me connected to Salah, Mane on the left, or Firmino up front. In the same 4-3-3 now, Sergio, Liverpool at the bottom. Alternatively, you hear Thiago bet me a ball as the number 10, whilst you have 2 defensive-minded midfielders behind Thiago in the same 4-3-3 now. In that case, the whole creative hub on a feed nation Thiago and 2 was also a opposition box no more. It becomes so dangerous that Thiago better ball around the box now. And 3, Ebema Firmino so why in a Juma a specialist number 9. Salah and then Mane so betimi as stay wide whilst they wait for Thiago to connect to them from midfield. So this is Liverpool midfielder Obenya Thiago at the base and then Thiago just ahead of the double pivot.
Wow. Okay. Bobo soon kanka inti mari data esi odibesi ha na mo asefufuro bia mo de ba anso bobo modin na we ya no kankra enso e de amamo yenko Facebook kakra bi na infa local source no emeto amoso Marvin Opoku. Good morning, I'm watching you live from Manso Dausa, so please update me on Real Madrid transfers. Abubakar Sadiq, Messi is going nowhere. Maxwell Ajay Siao, good morning Sergio, I love your program and I'm watching you live from Austria. Wow. I always watch you guys even if I'm at work. Yadasipa Maxwell Ajay Siao, watching live from Austria. Yao Diego, Sergio, good morning. This goalkeeper Sapon of Okes 99 batch. Oh, okay. Now Shahiva, hey, won't you students? I had drink a crow. Andy,
Sergio,
I don't know. Thousands of them. Now those days we were Okes one classroom. You probably 60, 70.
1999. From
2000, from 90. What?
Okay.
Close about 14 years.
Oh, okay.
I don't see them.
Big
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Big guys.
Me classmate for every woman bonsa home. Wow. I need me senior for. This I mean I'm a drop because oh yet I know atwe adwena baso. Otwe na adwen baso de obeka yo. But one who Oceana obetwem.
Oh. Nyame nhyiramo ombom ho ban mame. Yanko we Abuame Mauto, watching you live from Kumasi SWAT unit. Wow. Yauche Kachre, I'm watching you live from Bokrom Estate. Good morning, Sergio. Keep it up. Keep up the good work you're doing for Asantiman and Madagana. Clement Madrid, watching you live from Sanzule in the Elembele district of Western region. Wow. We need, please, we need an affiliate here to be able to listen to it. Okay, I'm pretty focused on my young mapa and check Ubenyasa links in some radio stations across the country, and I'm with everywhere. Chum Endes, a player who has received a yellow card scores a goal, takes off his shirt to celebrate, and then receives another yellow card. Is equal to a red card, hence his send off from the pitch. But later, VAR detects that the goal scored was an offside goal. With a red card still stand. Okay. We say no, Marcus. Watching you live from Bawi on ground.
Accra.
Okay, Bawi. Top base. Marcus Yadasepa. We see watching you live from Royal Cockpit Hotel. I want to in share so Yadasepa mo amhwe live our Facebook no. Akokari and a Junior Tiero Zudiwe Aba also say shatter the whole Ghana. We welcome Joseph Esso to Dreams FC and wishing him good luck. Jamfa Idrisu, I'm watching you live at Efidiasi Sectre. Ale Kante, watching you live from Nkoko. Keep doing a great job. Azeman, watching you live from Azeman Ventures, Chronom opposite market. Opposite the market, okay. Fantastic sports by all standards. Keep on, but Barcelona should allow Messi to go because at 16 years is enough. And he was not born to play only for Barcelona. Good morning, Sergio. Messi has conquered world football with his transfer news. This really shows he's truly the GOAT. Yanum should say the truth. Okay, and so ansem. We na medin kind Eddie calls no Eddie Nimuka Krabi, okay, for some 10 minutes. Nafi Yadi Yadiano Ebetwaso Kwame Usudonko. I'm looking straight in the eyes of Franco Naru and admiring how he's steadfastly expressing his wishes. But if wishes were horses, beggars right. Still waiting for Newton's take on Diago. That is all. Oh, Carlos don't go. Liverpool as on the team, no. Okay, and also Hunsensem and no. Pato, also there be Pato. We are the fire. No, yadi Bemao. Fawaz Gruza. UK also nadia the Bemao because baby some fanfano, Moanfa Amfa. Jose, it feels good listening to you, listening to your wonderful and educative show. The seeming tension being reported in the media relative to Kumasi Asante Kotoko board and the chief executive officer ought not to have been the case. But unfortunately, we are here. They must put their house in order and prevent this from escalating to levels beyond control. Chima Minchi and Emakra why? Okay, as I can. They understand this much better than me, a banda man. Okay, I like Mama Salia. If you were wanting banda line, that's the day we about 37405, 37407, 37438. Babjo, Montuchi Mopen. Na amount for Sunni Gomaka. Never the local storage no and Twaso Emamo. My first caller, Abba. Hello.
Hello, Sergio.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, what is I?
Nkopon Jacobuni.
Jacobuni, Yamitani.
Na Bibia Boko.
Boko, Bemana, Aboko.
Shuanim straight and here, Babia.
Young Babia, the Dopa, infant was him.
Unquay.
You do ye. Now, Joe, where do you mean, Andy? Andy come. So, or an ambassador can be crabby. Now, one tear na supreme. Yani jina hopa ma follow no station bi oboko bia metie no na me so ka na dwene wo yi obi a onstro na nipa sa ya ma ne jina ho na emom ensem bi ho ndo da so wo ka ya wo nya botre kakra na me wona ze ni metie mu ya wo mie phone nti ya ho ne ntimi frɛ no o ka bi bia ba mo si parka ani das break ta ko ko supporters bi wo media mu ya mu di wo wura na tem say because of abobo of course me ne ya adwene that one is needless. Obi na to anade anu abo ne bo. Edu wo sika anu akoto. That is not something. I want no me andi ya adwene. Emo for him to say that you can na me ne nya adwene no. So o ka se, ko company fu na se ase e na me wo mo ya sa no. Akwa kakra ne de. Ni nya me ne na nya adwene kura. Wo yi firi man kan na babua. Cause that o ma first phone so no. Sabu obi anzo o ka ne de. Ko company fu o we eminent board members o we then you can just support me. I'm telling you, some go very deep park at them because of the boy or boy. I don't think they will do that. The audience Serrano, one fan on tour. Go, Massimo Chato. I asked him this professional football by Ghana. Yeah, I have both football league out of memory. House and Kotoko. And your number of points to do a BDG league. Then one number on points of money, who can you know, mom? House and Kotoko, dear. You need your door Points to do so a D4, so a D5, so a D league, so a president second.
Let me tell you that's it. That's a Jacobu for Enina. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Honorable Joe Laka.
Good morning, boss. That is a
Patronam Namosoe.
Amiadum Boko.
Hey, and then Kasa, our favorite person, we are Ghana. We tune for the long time. And then Macasano.
Wow, where does it?
206 Namisha SMS radio. Bamiao Mamma Casada.
Oh, nice.
The Chowna Bajapuina.
Viajusuya.
And I pay Mamma Copman ask them so. Okay, so be besides such a still about for phone. How many goods no share man and I'm waiting for
Ebedinko. Unimacate. Okay, you.
And to be just about your for Bayamajima.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, I'm the way and me and Yanasodia. Yentry and far and call baby for Bisu a war lines no so. Okay, maybe. Hello. Good morning.
Sedo Abdulwahid Bunga Techima.
Bunga.
The only Sedo.
Techima to say.
So they set up because you're free to most of the Mercy.
Yanko Pasi.
Sedo, I'm in charge of Ghana football. Ketekreku. Atafunyame. Ubojuma. I'm in Chia. Achi. And Jeffrey Claro. Kuni now I'm in Cham Sedo. Sedo, over the Chimaya. Your guy be a fan of Bellu. On Nega for manager. Or first one in the Sedo. I'm in Fusuro. The Arsenal legend now, Liverpool. But we need to be a Canas and Papa. Our boy, the fan, I will feeling rough. I don't know to place in Kwanu Kuno. Miss Efen and Migusuka. I quite on Tentama, wait just a quarterment, or 2 week points in a bit map league tournament number fee. To me, Gusu Pomato, a new team there, a woman of one row. So, no, me Buffy. What did me per se? Or the Comusa, she will now buy no. I'm a pound I ain't because Papa got him beyond the records for the team relegation. Yeah, so for Cantias Mon Papa. To confusion about the Antias, Bunga.
I saw no can mean to wasn't when I did go to relegation.
I see why the records in you.
You obey.
Or the team got relegation.
Kai.
I ask him, Kaka.
You are the relegation.
Into your go into your implement could be asked for.
Okay. Hello. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Apparently, on one of the $10 Over. Papa, and then me Abema Ibrahim Phobia. Of I watch after half one said, yeah, but you know, fancy me as well. On the air Pashamu Queen in a ma in Pennyform Asia, and young Passion Flower, and you have to go with it. Over. Our boy with mammy, who supports our diamond now. Also, Jamia me back home and share me phone as well. Over. I want about Daniel.
Minya DJ.
Oh.
What may you refuse to enter crowd?
What the message supporters no, who be on shack of women think also. Nano Zabi, play no so far, play again was shack class with you because Pam Kumanya in your school. No, be a way, and you know about me. Over. The best out of one football fans in saying, I'm a Dutchna and a Kata, a papa, Shumukwechi, into be about one only and Fabika client support to Busia of our own lenity. Of a Cotabasi, in the Philanquano.
Hello? Yes, sir. Good morning.
I'll be right. Might be some question, though.
Bunga.
So, the question is, play Ben ever. 20 goals or goalkeeper Ghana, and let me present you goalkeeper 20 goals. Play Ben.
Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello. All right. I'm saying and some here. Later, bit me assign Abasubima. A dorsum. And they came. Nafi Yemra local sorries no so kakra. Na question we now so person young Jumano. I'm so introduction. Good morning, Joe, and the crew of National Sports Headquarters. Do you guys see what I'm seeing as anti-Kotoko? I think strikers are Kotoko's most problems. Okay. Most difficult problem, but it seems they don't take that play serious. Right now, they have a lot of centre backs or defenders, yet they are bringing Mubarak and that Ugandan defender. So, I want to know which of the centre backs are going to leave the team. Anas, if Kandahar, Sunyai Zongo, dear, I don't know. We need other questions now. Yes.
Okay, first of all, Chasila question will be beside, Chasila scored against Haas. Over the Confederation Cup final, that was 9 January 2005. Or she gone in 30 minutes. And it's all besides Chasila back or Tokono, or she has da, or she has da, until Baba Raspo Stadium in that particular game. Seju, now, first of all, from the defenders and then Semina Okano. So, check Kotoko center backs now. Omo Ismail Ganiu, Omo Ajimabadu contract with CA into Oduni Jinechiri Kakra, Omo Wahab Adams, Omo Aikutete, Omo Habib Mohammed, and Omo and if you see what it's almost saying, Kwako center back aba. Sejo. Per these centre backs, Ogan has so these centre backs. I will agree with Anna if he said, when you have these centre backs, Ismail Ganiu is a proven centre back. He was part of the Wow Stars team that won the league. And the Oshe Ganiu from Wow Stars to Karela, Sergio, a proven, a consistent performer, and one of the stand-out centre backs in the Ghana Premier League. Last season, problem about any so NGs. The 2 games of boy, Obian said he was exposed in the game against Deportivo, in the game against Karela, and farm. But Obian himself, after the coronavirus, he's coming back with a bang, and you expect him to say the fitness level never goes low. Wahab Adams again is another stand-out centre back in the Kotoko team. Obian against House of Folk, and clearly. The level of consistency, a former top defender in the GH, the profile from Adriana Stars to the Kotoko setup in Africa to the Ghana Premier League, Sergio, he just unmatched. Until who was our centre back now, you are just okay and you are just good to go. Ajimabadu bought more games. Eche Kotoko central defenders BR or in the season year, until you will agree. Say, or your present there, Sergio, he's a consistent performer and he has more minutes than all the numbers, so the coach is expected to keep him. Coach Masokuna doing so trusty Habib in vital areas, make a game against Adriana Stars or deploy as a holding midfielder, and Habib has played in the national team and he's one of the players that Coach Masokuna can't on them so well. So again, if Habib is there, he is likely to be part of the team. Player any likely so be a part of the defense na ya branch defense na Ikutete. He failed in the loan spell Legon City until Legon City na amfa amawa Sejo obia expect say oba no obesa ba benya bia ba Kotoko nti say o hwa Stephen Ikutete dia Sejo e also say see as me here in pecking order he will not be part of the Kotoko scheme of things, and I will agree say Kotoko na a stand-out centre back for Africa is okay, but again, you have Ganiu and Wahab who played in Africa and perform so well. And said you, I did back when Makotoko, Otabu no Kotoko, and say, I'm telling you problem with your central defense. And see, maybe you can question the height of the players, say Omunya 6.2, Omunya 6.3. But I feel that these are players are must show consistently. So say you more the opportunity, no a perfect pair. Say you they can flourish in games and in the Ghana Premier League. So we was our central defenders we are. Say you, I feel you are good to go and you don't have to spend so much in the market. So that is it for the central defense. And I agree with Anna if he said Mubarak Yusuf Onimbo pa Ghana Premier League ya boy ya me for me Oni Abranti Fen Zakaria Fusini na me first 11 me pair almost my 2 center backs. He was so exceptional for Ashgold. The set pieces were just on match and game our free against Wafano. Ashgold conceded 6 goals out of the 28 minutes and no free no. Now Ashgold you're down by a goal to nil. In Tiesa he is so key to the Ashgold setup and he was so key the previous season here and to when you have him he is okay. But I feel say Kotoko having experienced center backs and consistent performance, I feel so Omo Kipu Oma Sejo is okay. Now, and I feel jump bar the striking department of the Kotoko team. And our case e wo muti ohun se Kotoko en take his position no serious. Sejo, so she Kotoko under Dr. Chei a regime no. Se o ka team back almost strikers pa you are talking about Kotoko almost spending so much in the market when it comes to the attacking positional play and as any muhona say you almost 4 players and per the list that I have so Franco Munina Bebuame under Dr. Chase regime we are talking of the 4th season so Franco I hope so 13 strikers na Kotoko ato and to may try some more be goals in a season. So check already strikers now. Sergio, 1. Any power shall go to the Amakotoko in a season, in a league or in a competitive fixture. In just a season, Fata will Sheffield or Makotoko 10 goals in the NC tournament via the Tier 1 and the Tier 2. Only if you then you talk of Sadiq Adams. So far Sadiq Adams league games about 5 goals, FA Cup 5 goals, in Sadiq and Soma 10. Oh, we are the next person, Yakub Muhammad. In the season, Yakub Muhammad Emma 6 goals. It is a do 10-10-6. For the bottom, I 3 in the season. So I hope they will count to me. Maulo say 0.
Felix Boateng, I say.
Frank Boateng 3. Frederick 3. So she say 0. Danny Zabo 0. Richard Atta 1 in a league, 1 in the FA Cup. Navigator 1 in a season. And he said, "Oh, so what is it? George Abege 0." Said, and he said, "Oh, me Makotoko strikers no. Kwame Poku nyamo match. We na Poku mensa give 2 goals." And these are the statistics of Kotoko strikers under Dr. Kwabichi. And said, "You, Ubebusa said, why are they not performing?" Such strikers say, "Omubeina." Fatao was proving of vast experience. Wako trust baby, wako long baby, and to being part of the Ghana League Nenyade into a bar, and he started hitting the ground run. Manka Sonny Yakuba there. But I've said it in the first season of Sonny Yakuba, in the competitive feature, he gave 4 goals. The following season, he gave 1 goal. The Nabiketa Demaya 1 goal or share a penalty against Atofok in Accra. And he said, "You, Kotokonya so among strikers, 13 strikers in 4 years, when you be with team BM." But strikers never almost team goals. The question you ask yourself, you say, system on na emwa. Players they hypo money for are they proving strikers already? And omo team improve one. So within the ranks, these are not proving strikers omo team goals and per their respective teams. Omo goal scoring players season on 10, on 8, on 15. And I said omo ba Kotoko omo team farmer. Inti anafi and ese Kotoko enter strikers omo topper. But the reality is that when these players come, they don't perform. And Kotoko should look at the way as which they will sign strikers. Gone are the days. No more fast strikers are already no more proven strikers. In Nana Hindia, in Isaac Boache, in Alessa Samoa Kwekwe. These were proven strikers. No more Banomushe Jessia. Who did you say? Per the records, per the statistics in their previous season, you expect them to perform. But currently, these are not proven strikers and they don't expect so much from them. Unfortunately, he will be so high no mutifie and omunya the opportunity diba. And said you so muba league ne gusua e kwaso. Enti on pick up no na league ne e ya. I agree. So we should be the William Opuku Mensa. We have several chances in Liga Kotoko Eboya one team answer. That would depend on his composure, his focus, and his concentration inside the box. But again, our coaches should also make sure they work to improve certain players on the field of play. Okay. It is so key. In the Anafi, and it's a control strikers. Almost if we have the team B and no strikers, 13 in 4 seasons. But the reality is that when these strikers come, Sergio, they don't perform.
Okay, Abbas Mohammed free media,
I thought, or a part of yes. He scored 1 goal in a season. Or a part of my list in really fear. Okay. 1 goal in a season against Adriana Stars.
This is Enimba Stars, Enimba FC.
Yeah. 1 goal in a season against Adriana Stars. So be Abekai, free kick, I'm a Kumhan or ball, no, Abbas was part of my list. He's part of the 13 players. He gave 1 goal in a season.
I see.
So, Joe.
Kombolo, Bakwa, good morning.
Yeah, before Andy Bekono, for the last 4 seasons, or men kind of say since Polak time, no problem. I could the same problem now. A quiet born be first to be free defense. I could do attack and I said, Joe, different coaches say quiet corner. You can't want to see at some point say defenders in attackers in Indy. It was a huge statement. Then now, midfield runner defenders in Germany team transiting form so could attack. The reason was that anytime Biano say defend midfielders in the pulley bar no, it creates a vacuum within the midfield. So most stays so are born in team back. So Joe, men for no can we say keke. Me pese the be said the no. Na me aduma next week Monday kono. Meya kotokone drafts, meya kotokone has, meya kotokone other games. No kotokone kwame about 4 games. Okay. Highlight problem na ND kano. The reason why kotoko strikers in issues a single problem from Polak to Maxwell. My observation is that there's a problem within the transition from defense to attack. It's the same problem now. Defenders understand the ball no attack no we no mujina hot train, but the same ball no besa abase CA. And as a midfielders in drop it back, Bleo, Collins, Ameo, Mudasi, whoever. Now in film for so about better. About 15 videos, 15 games, one of them.
The free Monday, Konyameboa.
You better talk about 4 games. And Obia be who the key problem in here, and he highlights a boss strikers in each side.
I see. You, Andy. Yeah, others are now official of no Suansana. Your GFA, ni Brahafo, FA, no letters on Chocoma, FA, no, because FIFA,
several go compile any people.
Techiman City, injunction number some of the 2 Congress, no, so small rupee, but young fan to among 5 years and young watching and show Mukwe, or corny crazy, yeah, cranny chick, crack, I do a crack, number, Masalaji Cassia. Oh,
a Bushen, Masalachi. We stand at Bushen Station while your fair junction on your right.
Okay, and also, no, young Twaswe.
Sergio, men come and look at any now moment straight away, Anna. I got two. Men come.
Yeah, Kabum now. The other man's and Cosa issues.
Okay, Matthias. And Che, and I say, Orake to Kreku, the GFA president. Nay, part of the manifesto. Say, on only Babe GFA president, dear. Your problem say a war officiating, no. Or no be making sure so better than crack cap the young. No more dear Nini inti referee officiating by a part of them. No more dear Nini sa. Inti so mudi Nina. Passion no ebe the concentration ebe the focus no ebe the love for the job no ewo inti se omu di akansi a Sergio omu betimi a concentrate no omu adwin nyina akọ game no so abromo nhwe ba bia Sergio a good idea because the game of football na ye bo no omu successful omu no eye omu started from the grassroots. School ayekoi you started from the grassroots. Adie bia opese oye bia also started from a certain stage and say no wotimi aya adie no aba bi duru baby. And it said you so panini the side no aka eye ne manifesto no ho na so say obeya a good idea. But on the contrary, your problem e nya Ghana ha any say your born now, your born referees Ejiska, and Dana video was a clear testament to insema ya can over the years. A babe confirm my. So referees in Ejiska dia. Just this can. Oh, referee say you na video no. Obi ehun this can. Oh, there is a joke.
This can my referees na anka sampa you watch referees ni bi aso. Ti the
referees ni bi say can say referees ni bi Jessica.
Okay.
When can say referees no Jessica.
You said your mama take. Said your referees.
No one Jessica.
Ebi
Jessica.
Ma fa odiam.
This one family there no. And as when you so. Because it is referees no.
On which Jessica. Oh, referee.
I don't mean yes same.
One see ebi. O ti bi ana jo.
I don't know if you Jessica. Said you want to watch at him go to.
Andy come say me ya ma chance.
What the problem?
Me see, said you me no problem that. Me say. Me see. Videos aba.
Oh my God.
Tell you, me no problem that. Ba ku kra me na bi da.
Me say kase.
Refi bi Jessica. Mate ma fa odi no. Refis ni bi Jessica. Okay. Enti videos e ba e na kire say refis ni bi organ ha omo Jessica. How do we put a stop to that? Obi nkodi match nkodi aponche. Obi nkodi match nkodi 5 million.
Aponche na yeso drone scene so no.
Yes. Omo be put to a stop. Sani mani nyina be stop. Ni nyina yisika yemfa ma refis and I say yinti omo kayi. Sejo ubetimi atete nkura na ade omo ba bedu but omo benyini edu ye ta na so omo di refra omo tua danka omo hwe omo ma omo wo mabusua so it's still about the money and Sejo ta sabre ya me na okase ye ball Ghana Premier League na say ye twa mu no na ye jai bono way back in March the baby sine and you talking of 5 months. March 15 na your boy and Sejo referees no almo 8 matches and aka 7 matches and game bia no almo decided to almo betua referees neka 800 Ghana cedis and he said yo so free ana sa ko wa sunta o hotel bills ka 800 ne ho o transportation ka ho waduani a ubedi e ka ho Sejo again so division 1 referees ne so so omo 8 omo ka Sejo 430 cedis and omo de ma omo in a match into again say ko wa na tamalia sa accommodation sa transportation Sejo anybody die nyina e ba betie free sa kai mu in just early game into the meme can say ye pese officiating ni kosoro dia Sejo almost sika na wo see etua mo because se am na o ka say 2017-2018 season na ya bowi a mfie mienu no ye da so the referees ka and he said yo se kai wo ho ni enye ya de se ye betua kai a okotete referees for free nkura mu said dey no mo sa ba be drum panima referee no mo di ombejiska because omo ntimi nkodi matches e ma mfie mienu ma na still alliance ani omo ka we are no about the allowances of the GFA president. Oma women's teams no bia 10,000 Ghana cedis so mfanye mfam prepare ni mfamo league no. And this is the FA president who is taking Sergio 120 million OCD for just a month in terms of allowances. 100 million obi amfanye ni team. 120 million on allowance in a month until you compare the two and again you check the referees and say yo the key actors game no you put it into disrepute referee until see a bit decided you be referees on time until see a bit decided you be increase the referees no almost on time said yo the bia matches no nkrofo beto bo abo referees tire ho the bia nkrofo be chase referees our stadium the bia the club officials will tend to bribe referees in games said you emba ye games inside the person ye nya obi obejig league no fenchem ye nya fairness in the league ye nya quality players e bo push ye local blasters near black metals near under 20 man ko ye no ye nya a better team that can represent Ghana Premier League in Africa and said do sanyema we nyina abeyra nti ora keto krekunkra ne de ye but the kana all the referees make sure you pay them on time said you my last one ora Frederick Moore and I mean ka
okay. Your cameras no emra ura very more eba Kumasi na oko shumukwe na bushya ho eko chia no mitre MD Heart of Folk yenhwe pictures no kakra na fi nsem kakra ye ni opani atwetwe ho nkomo no yenti no so bi na fi yento adwumedi no so wo hwɛ Kessben television as na utie Kessben 93.3 upon anyway every UK upon say Kumasi and Tikotoko don't really have a problem with strikers, but it's a particular striker, and that's what I describe as a block or destroyer. Destroyer striker for the finishing strikers to be relevant. I beg you, that award against Etoile should have been kept. Shafi is also just a finisher. Bequin was useless in Liberty and Lions, but Bequin will today tell you what Dachehine did for him to become useful in Asante Kotoko. That role has been vacant since Bansi left. Please commend Marie Jata for me for educating the listeners more about Akantara's role as a midfielder. I was surprised when people were considering him as a defensive midfielder. That skillful ball distributor had to leave Barcelona because of master of distribution, Xavi. Even Busquets, as a successful defensive midfielder in the La Liga, will be forced as box-to-box midfielder in the high-pressing EPL upon UK. Daudi Abba and so no. All right. Yentwaso. Ras Congo. Joe, leave the small boy alone. If it's Ras Congo, I can easily say, oh, come on, Ras Congo, go away. All right. Enti videos now ready. Yenche. Emra Ora Frederick Moore or call Shomoko Yabushia for one.
The Etienne, where he has a focus, Washington region, Chimoma has, if you do need now, keep him, the anti-Afrabon, elevated thing. For the visa, assumption to Kremlin, and then you're assuming assumption to a dog kind of inner the dark way now. You have to put your point and buy, and I mean, your point you never pop. But the back, Nanamaka was also about the junction. I can't manage to do as I say. But the first say, we've been created to work giant. Robert Crowd of Sorono, San Adebeko, can I take a go to Mokwe? Yaria for some Mokwe, can't be good. They can't be out of the world, creeping out of
difficult time. So it was a shock because I had seen his videos circulating and his enthusiasm and his energy for the job that he was doing. And then in the evening, but the way it went, the shock, it was just beautiful. And then the sorrow for the widow, and then the children. That's probably the most difficult part. I know the board chairman is very keen to make sure that we give him a glorious send-off. It's not the most beautiful thing to do, but when it happens, you have to do it and do it well. So then I'll be here on Sunday. I'll be coming with a few of the management team, and we will hope we'll give him a fit send-off. That the family will realize.
Kessben, Yane Frederick Moore, MD Ma had to put Nkomono into me and Fanina and Dosoba. When you didn't also Kafa, but you into me more, sir.
So you or say bad press.
Okay.
I'm a house of folk, Alusu sponsors. That's about
okay.
So you a lot of your club leaders, no. Edu omo level of incompetence eshe media for and madwene ho amenti ase da. What is bad press? Ye waha and about Tommy Union Juma na yekawa. And sometimes the reason people ask why we spend so much time on foreign front, and they say you and the supporters of Muti and they are okay. But Sadia na people are not okay. We've been talking about the Barcelona board and their level of incompetence and how confused they are since Monday Bisina Ginaye. Mr. Frederick Moore as the chief executive officer for House of Folk. So you and penning for the Jumasha onsa. And yet bad press and yet was on Saka and Bemana say. In any case, what is bad press? At the end of will be bad press and you. Yawaha and I cheated videos of House of Folk. Omo board no mo ye ni probima de buy. Ye yini ha consistently and as consecutively. Ama House of Folk viewers omo check Kessben TV and omo follow Kessben radio no omo nyina hu ba bia omo niema omo ye ni probima no seju eko. Bass ba ya omo so my bass ni ready. Now I'm be unveiling no again. We are presenting on TV. I'm obia on say House of Folk is getting a new bus. Sergio, that is what they call the positive one. And again, say House of Folk player grantee interview. Not say House in Nijema and in Central for me and can was him. Okafa player from a team. No baby see can no do level I'll bet me at 1 year's car. No one to me, I'm a player, no antenna, no player, no move from the team, echo a different team. And I say, you allow your key players to move from your team freely. I said, oh, and no one central phone can watch them. Do you call this bad press? No. See a better than the diamond supporters almost follow these respective teams. No, and you don't blame the press for these particular issues. House of Folk bus. Sergio, Okano has said at a point now a do baby video about beto Facebook and social media. Some growth API. Their bus at a point was deteriorated. Some way in Sergio. Seban and Central for Ebabeka. What is bad press? And the players normal life ematana. Because this is a bus that only travel cover bia. And if that same bus, Sergio, what do you call what? What they call Tamale, what they call Doma from Accra. Players or Munko here, a Tibas with not a press at the back out. I said, do you call this bad press? No. There was a Mr. Frederick Moore, when say, team now or down on. Didn't you more than a buy and say, or be making sure say, or this one that's a baby team, or be making sure say, policies or the policies, a big work, Amanyama Koye Diama House of Folk. The first time as the chief executive officer, you are knife in a position, the team is not granting the results. And in Ghana, he said, oh, Ghana has a resource of banner, sponsorship, that is the only key factor that is used to attract sponsors. Results are so key, and the team now down are not granted the results. Into opening how you make sure House of Folk will be consistent, House of Folk giving results. Obetimi are bringing the old tree back. Am they attractive to the supporters? Among for trouble to stadium games. Players key to the setup. No, Sergio. Obetimi are still no betimi consistent performance and obetimi are granted results on the field of play. I'm among for Timia games and none the Beboama team no etimia sponsors and none the betimi are bomber team netimia ko anymore. I don't think President semi comforting no because President any woman in Timba Akope say Timba Akope no more cancel, but it is the reality or the issues on the ground and issues what team said you obi na debate to just say Alaji Akambi Akotoko 1.8. No, it is an issue that was circulating in the Heart of Folk setup. Issues about more forming committee normally I hear player or Koba so penina kojiska almost hear more penina kojiska and you blame the media for this. You blame the Heart of Folk fraternity and your inability to keep certain information in there. Okay. You don't blame the media for sponsors, Emma. Okay. Indeed,
all right. No, see, I didn't see a Koso teams be more and as an animal na teams be the Koso na more Kasamu yedi more and also now call a bit on Jassy. Okay. I mean, call Sir Franco a Jumura. na yenkutie nsema on so de to die.
Yeah.
No san krata bebre gu odin.
Sajo AGF insensem. AGF insensem. But Wadaruma nanka quickly Asamoah tweet be any development kakrebe because of Ivory Coast. And I'm a person me de ansana ma AGF de no say football legends deserves a place in administration. At Didier Drogba has seen it all with the national team and club teams. And for his transition into management and supports his bid. Allow fair playing grounds and let the people or the association decide. Asamoah nsem nyina ne se obo football na aboni na somo man eyi o club sum ni a eba se ye come Nigeria la onso se fata se utumi wura mu bi ni nyina ne se obeka na no ya wada na Ivory Coast from paying for unsa Ivorians no and Cote d'Ivoire they are in transition omo beto aba be yi substantive FA president and paying for ekeka ho na FIFA epa paying for be electoral commission yi on president so mo hwe no mo nto aba no munyin penfo beba be di Ivory Coast and Cote d'Ivoire omo football nanim na ya wada na beto dwa se omo ye bibia wie no papa e friend Didier Drogba abrante e friend Didier Drogba omo yi na frim se ontumi contest na nipa mienu eno mutimi ma omo kwan se omo betima contest ba ko ye omo former vice president sorry diabetes and then former third vice president Yassine Idris Diallo no mo ye train and care contest including Drogba but omo yi Drogba frame and say mo de betu dwa ne say nipa nwotwe omu hia so mbe nominate omu no emu mienu omu sign ma Drogba no ma sign ma afufro so nti omo yi na frame na interestingly they na omu disqualify Drogba na FIFA e to Cote d'Ivoire for mpanyim for say and say mo omu titie ni no mo bonyo so Ifa Samora and Sasha say General Secretary. And Tianumanimu ye, up to Friday and Ra. Say Cote d'Ivoire from paying for 1 members of the Electoral Commission Omufo be a dimra no be a dibia. 2 Omu meetings are hold omo de koye no. Omunfa minutes. Omuko en so mo kenkan no enka document ni nyina famra. Until so mun sabeka sa na ema ni nyina any senti omo I withdraw Drogba no. E mo mun nye election ho hwe omo ntwen. We FIFA the way honum no na I think say a proactiveness FIFA for ya so any my dream say probably because Drogba is an international icon because associations be disqualifying for the bia untiase but I stand with Asamoah and say omumma kwan na omunhwema Drogba so nyina bi
Asamoah din wakobo dia anya last amosengwa message Virgil van Dijk is officially the second best centre back in the EPL after the signing of Silva. But I'll play for Asante Kotoko or Hartlepool before I retire. Must stop. I'm not a Kotoko fan, but I was very angry yesterday when the manager of Asamoah was talking on one of the stations. The demands are outrageous. Or is it because they have a rich board in place now? Alassane Bosenga, who is a member of GU, will answer on behalf of Asamoah.
Me answer by much madri because I'm not on top of it. I know say unofficial Kumubia Koso, but I don't know say Ubia Bobo. And common ye a brilliant on say Asamoah, me and Casanano Bisano. Or say yes, Wakase or be retire or be Bama Sante Kotoko. And I'm Bisan into retirement near this year and also no. So his statement is maybe retire, maybe Kotoko and Zanoma retire. So if he thinks that the retirement is not today, then it means that Obin Tumin Kasa so and yet this year, then it means the Obin Tumin Kasa in some no kind of so because maybe he has 2 seasons. If he has 2 seasons ahead of him, pe onone plan and pe onwana smono akana, then it means that in the last year and the time or Barbarito or Bama Kotoko, it could be next season.
I see.
And no, yeah, because or say Obebo Kotoko and Sano retire. A lot of people feel that sending MSC could be as a 1 season in Tinka Omebo. But the person who spoke any Nippon or no planning a career no or sending this season and the last season. What it means is that Sana small cancer Obebo Kotoko and Sano retire no Omuso because he could play in Europe or somewhere, and then the final season. To the best of my knowledge.
Wow.
You see, there was another dimension to the argument. Say, Nipaneso retire or Bebo or other offers. And to change now, person born this season, there, then try and meet or get close to offers now. One.
Okay. Yo Felix Anan some more there two dano. I'm say week here. Dia kotin pa.
Yeah.
The uncle GFA and some so na.
Sergio and some na yabebo boss on dates so who here and to me summarizing in another man.
Yeah, kind in Haza.
Young kind krataba. GFA Congress or mobile beko.
Yeah.
Any proposal Bravo Football Association about 43 members.
Okay.
Omudi koko 2 omanim.
Okay.
Na ni nyina ne say on the 28th of July. And a Ghana Football Association Trodema member associations ni nyina say Yen Ghana Football Association ye 27th of August. Edi so say Saturday no ye ko Congress. Na sene GFA mra no esitie no omo Trodema member associations na ensem kra ye omo kwa akoka no Congress wo no emra ma kwan say member association no omonso members no sorry GFA members na clubs no ade no omonso timi kunchire nsam se yegidi ye Congress aye koyi sansem we de ka ho ne ekobobo ho a ebeboa na ansana omubaje wo sansem na tum no esa wo de koto omanim at least 30 days ansana Congress date na so until 28 July IGF informing members no that same day na brafofo no omuno aya ahusiesie omo twen in fact omumpo de initial letter na 27 a day before GFA serve omo notice of Congress no it day no omunsa receiving letters oh ye be call Congress 27th August na and omunso de come GFA penyi say sa niema we ni fi say some de ka and some I call Congress na yebeka no proposal for amendments in this animal. And the GFA for so saka sansem no. And the GFA throw the command FIFA say yebeka Congress. Na Congress na yeba beko on so and so date no. Yebe no or the same Zoom and I say electronically no. Young Crawford be and I say members ni be the proposals na ade say yansi say we ewe yemra ye de boy football no bra no na muhu ni saying ebeboa ye ne ade so GFA wrote to consult FIFA na ansana FIFA then a response be GFA kura no then on the 7th of August GFA throw the ma bra for football association 7th August e ka kire omu say ade na mo de beto ye nim say yemfa nka ho ne Congress nko bobo ho no ye gitu manye yi esan say ye GFA mra no ma yen say ansana wo de saa de ne beba no anye ye kura ye na aduasa enti wo dates na wo de aba no monsan hu sa article 8 ni ka kire ze ye bu nana memenda ne kwasiada enka ho enti free 28 July wo de letter no na proposal ne bre no koka 27th August ye be ko Congress no ubu nana konta na 30 days nenso intimo asem ne yagitum a enye yi yentumi mfa nka ho emfa nko Congress enu achi and on the 20th that is some 14 days or 13 days after GFA achro ede ama brafofo no and FIFA for nso do advice ebre GFA for ka chro omo say omo call Congress no omo ko gigi niam bitum na de omo peso omo ye ni sesi idea enya de ese beboa enti omo mfa sansam no enko omo next Congress said the beya ombenya brabo bo nsem ya nsakra no mo de akotopono so no ma discuss sansam na sejo maminka 20th na GF na throw to brafo then 26 and FIFA for do advice na buy na no na Techiman City omo free brafo na omo ka omo ku kire niema o brafo football association team e de koma GF for no omo sin nsam a GF for e di omo sa amendment omo nyintum no omo so ntiase na sabe so ogitum se me here 30 days and sana me the proposal brew dia adan na wo twen e ma me notice of Congress in less than 30 days. What you argument as?
Yeah.
no breme krata aka kire me say ye be ko congress ana krata na wo de breme mra kire say so de breme pe me so bitimi trase na niema me pese ye ko congress e di hu enkomo no me de beto anim say na ye ko congress a we ni yesusu say ye de to pono ni ebobo na beboaye na mom me here no less than 30 days. Then you inform me in less than 30 days. Then on the same day, I give you me so me de dem pese ye e de abrew. Okay. No be ka kire me say days na me de brew no. Esa enuru 30 days. Enti oji me de ne tomu a enye yi. Ena Techiman City forces asem we de. GF for na so pese 30 days nsem no eye adwuma de omu na di kan bu so. Okay. Afa omu se omu mra mu no bibia ni omu mra no ma kire se member bi di proposal ba se yemfa nko congress a age so tro di koma FIFA. Na FIFA akaze mun ko dwendwene ho na ma mun ko dwendwen ho. Enti ko omu ko FIFA ko mfa so bi ani so. Biem omu se notice of congress na agenda nsem omu ko tena se aka no. Nkuntabuo sem oman keka wo ne mo memrache GF sesa omukọ ayi na se nkuntabuo o se omo finance sheet ni sa ne ma ne yema ne nyina no enkeka ho bi. It's not part of it. Enti omo gidi se sa de na GF ne ye ne de enka omo mra ho eno omo akọ court amane na court am omo nkrata ze eno omo fa nkoma GF fo se hey congress na mo ko no eno Techima City de ani eno na Techima City fo eno mo nyina nka mo no Techima City nko na yi eno na me nsuso na afasa bra fofo ni nyina but the true baby a em se uhia do wa kokoduro na waye ono nsuso brafo the saying Techiman City for no onka brafo for no nka ebi anka brafo for ni nyina betuma akokot but this time around Techiman City omo panyin ye owura Mickey Charles onso no na ne den pa eno ne GF for nsuso no timi no de pimpu ani pa nti say the krata no enyanko kan GF nsem but it's all over the country. And we say Congress ne da on the 1st. Say Joada omo de kote tata omo dan ne ho a na GF for office na court ne be fa ne say ya serve omo. Enti se okra na Kamarat na akọ Congress ne be ba bechew. Oko buko tenim tia. Enti say de nim say so mun sa be kan na no mun sa kan omo be calling off and say omo calling off this ani man. Okay. Now they in a call FIFA response or they are no for them. Yes, I know ye. GFA call ball FIFA for man say. Yeah, be call Congress on the 27th of August. Now your members ni be 43 of them. Akunchire krata say yenya amendments to your status. Na anyembia FIFA ye pese informe mu. Na in fact GF dika ko bo FIFA amane so mu pese o mu Congress on so and so date. Then they free brafo fund don propose akoye no. Na GF say ko bo FIFA for amane. Na sana FIFA then the response bebre GF no. FIFA response in about 26 of August. Okay. But on the 20th, 6 days before even FIFA advised GFA tro at the Amabra for phone say Masamana Mokani Jitu Menye. He says date na Modeba no a less than 30 days in Tiajituma and Ye. So you from a journalistic point of view, before say GFA for no AM from so kese pa say Ubeshe date for Congress. Na nim se wushe date no. Members no kwan so mutumi e de omu contribution ba no omu notice of Congress in less than 30 days when they need 30 days for their proposals to be accepted. But what I say obesi me ya eyi mi hia na otwe ansa e bia uku awum wu hia 2 weeks ansa na abo members amane a omatuma ba yi no na okobo mu satia die na FIFA so dia ba FIFA de ne de ono ne nsem nyina ne say wohwe GFA enema in fact omo atache enema ahodo changes ahodo abrafofo ne suggest say omo fanko Congress GFA ebo FIFA ma no omo atache enema no na FIFA fo ne say enema changes ahodo no mpese omo ye no so omo ye nanimanimu ya ebi ebe contradict with FIFA enema enti omo ntwen so no munya botrenku and doso niema nti niema see no mu next congress omo fa those changes nya den emra na say jo nsem we nyina wa bakwasam kakra ubekaya Dr. Kofi Amu normalization team no omo call congress no mu be ya hand over there ma football for no ka say eniema ne fa mu me anyi gintum na football ni bedi ensem a na ye ne akọ congress asesa niema ni bi amana siutie. So football people no feel say sa ene status no niema fan e omu no enye de da o makoma so ana omu gitum say nko didi juma, but because they wanted their football back from normalization and FIFA and they accepted a number of them. So now that football is in their hands, they think that they should now do those changes. After normalization, we saw another congress, but no, not time is too short. They couldn't do those changes. I suspect we'll be pushing congress now actually.
Okay,
eventually.
And the answer Felix Anan ni audio no I ready a yinti nsempoti Felix Odija no mon transfer grama me na owia na fe yaba betie enum enso am so we last abosin wa de no Didi we fi Akumadan senior high school and Aba. The relatively massive exodus of players out of high school team is very worrying. When I'm about for I can't blame the situation solely on COVID because the pandemic is a global problem. Ashgold became very attractive when champion took over and could boast of the best players in our league. But suddenly, the core of the team is disappearing. Boss, I don't know whether the fallout between champion and a section of the Ashgold fans could play a part. The one who is running along shouldn't be outrun. Exactly, there cost many of the free. Or say, the one who is running along shouldn't be outrun. Uncle Jam baby, first of all, all right. Ashgold wants to play in Africa, and what's happening now isn't good enough. We every Didi Akumadan Senior High School. Happy birthday to brother Joe and brother Joe. Kessben Sports Annex. Una di birthday. I was so happy birthday. Abranti and so I say Joe, good morning. Please, I'm Bright. ECG Kase substation. Please, I want to know which country in Africa and the chain signed on fee something. I wonder why our local players always complain about small monthly salary after receiving huge sums of money as signing on fee. Sergio, let's take one player as a case study. After taking 40,000 Ghana cedis for 2 years as signing on fee and 10 and under 1,000 as basic salary, and additional winning bonuses. Sergio, divide 40,000 by 24 is equal to 1,600 in total. At the end of the month, one player can receive 5,000, and always they complain that there's no money in Ghana Premier League. Meaning that's what I say.
Yeah.
What is sign on fee? Now you tell salary bonuses near the okay now boom. Sika obenya at the end of the month no. One hour you see in Tio Mokay, but Sika Omoji assign on fee no. And then this Sika to Accra. All right, that brandy and so Eddie by no. Your address was later. Your Rabbi Mansour Yalwa Zongo. My question for today is where you got that Laka name. Greetings of Malam Said Patu of Yalwa Zongo. Masu.
But Sergio, you see, a branch analysis no on the salaries near them. I think so. We've done that. Yeah, yes, analysis in our pen, and it's something as a clubs in the FSHAS consider because a very good player in Ghana, and as a good player, an average player, transfer normally it could be at 20,000 per season, and 20,000. No, to say they know any calculation, 1,660 per month. And now, so divided by 12 now. Young fans say such player or 1,005 a month. You are talking about 3,100. Yes, our winning bonus. Even a month, or we need 2 games. Let's assume some bonus here 500 cedis. It means that we need 2 games in the month now. Additional 1,000. You are talking about 4,100, 41 million. Until you get 41 million, a bra unto light bill, unto your water bill. A bill of crack and a before training. What I say?
Oh, hard that.
Oh, hard that. Oh, for car, water bill, or light bill. If I were a club on the best hill. So the text I'm talking about influence player clubs in Biblianians about take Kotoko House of Oak, Ash Gold. These are the things they are benefiting. Into a Kotoko player, near sign 20,000 per season. Now get 1,500. Now Kotoko bonus I think around 500. And clearly, so do medical accommodation, or the same water bill, light bill, Nina Saka clubs now. Roughly, you are taking roughly 5,000 cedis a month.
What's Joe? Memo Kona, was 16, 18 clubs. Who the house in a Kotokonquire clubs in the form of power mono. Among my bonus to crema.
Or do club Ben or Ghana almost sign player.
But 2 out of 16 clubs in Sir Franco the house in a
no, you can talk about
on the average.
Adriana, House of Ash Gold, Kotoko. We've talked about 4 now. And Mediama 5. Legon Cities are back on.
All of them.
Legon Cities can buy a local player for 20,000 USD.
I know you saw allowance of 500. Allowance of
that was a winning bonus.
Winning bonus of 500. 500 winning bonus. How many clubs now? Out of 16, the year winning bonus of 500 cities. And then a year in point to do say.
No, Franco was only sticking to a certain average.
Now we are could develop here. Once about because if January is was sick in the damn room, then me
but the pen of crowd too.
So you this blackmailing.
Who's
blackmailing?
What is with Maka? Me mum de me. No, between the two of us, between us. No, me cause our level. No. And there's how you man go for fair idea.
No, atema kafa.
Ni cake buma.
Yes, you. No, atema kafa making with the and the epe.
Kwa miki die.
So send a phone no. No done. I did not do all.
Odrufia no they are too silent. No they.
And need the epe. When you need the epe.
Later you audition but no to silent.
Hang it
down. Anything the other
and there's just a phone.
I am on Casantre Sakwaba, okay?
Sakwaba, Kotoko, fiscal instructor, and so no, Obahawa, send a memenda. They draw us at Africa. Also, poke a club, a beer dream.
This Saturday. Uncle
club, a beer dream.
On a science teacher and the children.
Science teacher, be a veteran.
He's all Kutukuta. He was
on whatever.
Oh, W, Upa, a busses are here.
It's a rango.
Oh, you. But before that, good morning, Sir Joe. Training referees at young stage is not our problem. Pay them well and on time. The Kotoko midfielders are not creative, and it's not the attackers. We free Opuni Amwako, P Master KTI. Already we
maybe Newton Beboy because he's serious. Randy listed by strikers in Nom Goose. And he is extremely unacceptable. And can all the players be that bad? And no pass it through different coaches.
Yes.
And so some. What I say? From Lugarasic Park, Kwesi Fabian, Polak, CK Akono, Maso Kunedu, and what could be? It could be other factors. We would have to look at it because these are boys that also were delivering in their clubs. Wow. Not Andy Kase first, no Kotokoto established strikers. Yes, granted, but you can't tell me say you're saying. Media my boy your buy no any establishing the Ghanaian league. Both Abbas and Yakubu nyina.
Sir Franco, un say Abbas the on the injuries. Yakubu Awokano. Yakubu, when he was given the opportunity, he gives 6 goals out of 10 matches. Yakubu Diano under Lugarovic. But again, Opa fire Kubusin and pick the strikers one by one. Obi ho bebano, ebia watena fie be 1 year. Watena fie be 5 months. Into unpicky pieces no. Na league no say call.
That's why I'm a person me call Drew say abutre and so another issue. Play and buy 1 season. Strikers here abubo mudi nyina no. Ye man de onye 2 and I say 3 seasons at once.
But Franco, so okay, strikers nyina abutre no one say technical instability ba abutre mem.
No, I'm not talking about the reasons the instability, but I'm saying that almost all the strikers here, which of them then consistent play for even maybe 2 seasons.
Sevango, they don't show promise, so definitely you will not get a chance.
Yeah, but also, Michael Ababi also the FA stated in their budget of spending 7.6 billion old cedis in organizing the regional FA district elections across the country. After doing my investigations on this, 90% of the people at the district level say they use their own money in conducting the election. So the FA should come again on this. The GFA are embarking on integrity campaign. No to match manipulations and corruption, and no betting by football participants. How are they going to check and ensure the participants don't involve themselves in those acts, knowing tracking their phones and other things to stop those acts will be extremely difficult here in Ghana. The FA are just saying it. They can never do anything about it. In a Sojaman district, Akotech Stadium has turned bushy. The ministry can pay attention to that project because they won't spend much money on it, and it's virtually like the Ninahini project where if Michael Ababu Eho Chipsa I have Kenyasi maybe I will message later, okay? Enti yentwaso yani Papa Ochadi West School Wesley College no Ochadi but last can say me among for 18 years and I'm confused no more papa only police in encounter no police no baby exam
or chief inspector
no baby promotional examination West School and now any others and I'm invigilate and I kind say watch order
I'm trying to make kindness watch me
watch order and I know invigilate papers
I'm catching social distance by Eduma on facing the nose mask no so free na no say me jana so any
yes na mo on twetwa they want any no one room
this sound they call by mu pay
straight the reporter abetra to so no and then the paper na betwam
you better no in fact
no can say it no
o catch him say initially that's a bone bisa kakra no gina o home is say we are man we any
so any am piako
unya drive
so say dey one day also drive and you dey how so all right
oh we maybe some ko here asofo say yeah na was good exam so asofo exam omuko a pastoral schools na omba be exams
okay
initially I'm going to come say hu hia say be moment vigilators
obedi no great so grow over
exams say hu hia
so for ba pod dey say
baby ambo
na ya mi ni independence so hu hia no
so for be we are say baby you
baby ani o
so for ba pod
baby ani
somebody is serious and how you
say do the entrance on the ni pass Sunday bia ni pass achira de bia e bi o wi exam so no kro be kwa akopacho na wa wan kan ye no wa kunya ho aso
Felix Anan ne voice no o say am akuna ti wo no abranti na oko school e wo TI Amas mi school me koy o say am akon na o ya athlete
oh okay
the time no na povu obi antimi no
form nefe.
Yes. No, Ogri say it. Na on that subject na.
Eze obeti mu yedu.
Uzo ne ho ofe na amas. Yi papa ni na no na.
Oza. Azazira omo no mu.
Na akosha Holland be 24 years ni.
Oh, I see.
Na obansa na COVID na ba kanasi ya. Di oba basraye wa ha.
Oh, okay.
So I'm Akwa.
Misia me boss.
Ama so omo hwo omo ka omo osamo Akwa.
Me boss no nti on na me dina ramachi. O fa no say
Povo untimi no.
Holland kasa no kapa.
Yeah. Say ne wa oritua. Okay, inti voice ni kakra.
I don't know. I have no idea. Me personally, I have no issue to him. I have no issue with him. Me, he has not told me anything. I'll be both say, with me hiding. Catch me. But he as well also can't tell me say maybe I have a problem with you. Into me, as far as I know and as far as I'm there and concerned, I don't have any problem with him. Also, no problem. I also can't tell because on disclosure and can't tell me say I have a problem with you. So I can't tell me say I have a problem with you. I can confidently say it right now. Say I can't tell me say a problem with me. But he has not specifically told me so I knew a problem, and then I also don't have a problem with him. So whatever it is, he has the best answers to all that. As I said, because in Kofor, they do it how they see. So he is the best person to give that explanation. I can't give that explanation. He is a coach. So if anything, he should be bold enough to give explanation when he's asked. As I said, maybe they didn't any problem, but he should be the best person to answer those questions.
So Felix Anan and some of those and the two. I mean, some more the very entry in December. No more fun to you and Sana and Obasima and so Eddie. So you don't open
in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Oshia was this other time. Ya GM for money be one.
Oh,
and I'm
sorry. 10 minutes. In June, I know
where's my head. Who's said you? And some more can be on to the way. Sajo, in 1 minute. I did back when I say, a tear for Niano Motia say be and say, like said, Franco, now example, so my used to Kotokone House of Folk. Foreign news, I had Tony Mobile Motino, you're Brighton, you're Western Bear. Omunina hoba de bia Man United ni Chelsea ni Liverpool ni Arsenal news ni ye e mo muti na nije nti in as much as ye discuss Kotoko ne house no the standard of Kotoko and Hearts of Folk and the supporting base to Asgold Karela are not the same. I think Wednesday and as a Franco discuss players are almost free as good. Say if Asgold want to participate in Africa and you good for them to lose Frank Boateng their goalkeeper. And it's good for them to lose Mubarak Yusuf, their top centre back. And it's good for them to lose James Akamenko, Latif and Abila. And then, so we should be the same Musa Mohammed or backup for their centre backs in the crowd. And this is a team that want to participate in Africa. And to some person Moko Africa to say the Omoka now almost see you almost $500,000 or African there. So these players living are not good for Oye Obuasi Ashanti good. Into Bianca and Anuntum, and there's no way you can compare the status of Kotoko Hearts of Folk to my friend as good. And it's a players every as good as Rebecca, but because Kotoko and Hearts and what that support big supporting base, no, and then my canny baby. I've not seen any journalist who is praising as good. So my mom players, no, a jai every team nima Omoko. And I think say a bear affect to going into Africa because the kind of experience, the cohesion, the telepathy. In Africa last season, the film. No, now we expect that continuity from them. But unfortunately, the key figures in the Asgo team are leaving, and I think say idea was penny for our team nano champion when any coso say. Players no more kona behano. No, Scabi or the Africa. Mickey, I feel champions should use that money to renew the key figures in the team in the contract.
Andy, Defensia. Now you know best man Dr. Muzu and Dean Como. Been into Obian Timmy and Bembium. Okay. Patron Bembium.
Kojas and TNCC. Kotoko Seka.
Okay.
Ntiabeko.
So China say away.
Quadras. So basically,
let me say ben fisco
na me nche na sa me nche
okay obesi man I want to say
fisco fisco ladies
one me the baby Newton one me and all me young one me obesi man you didn't come Dr. Muzu no want to say okay then of course when come on here fine
also want to say
na me adum no here pa
say you were Johnny
I onwane o ya de kakra
question ho no
fama me de be ma no
me fama okay unim early morning sex why be that
meta me ye bia che
and why
ejuma o ma che
taye esa benya stroke
okay
na say Saturday no pa de che
ayo wasem soroko obesi ma mitie wa
say o pese o bon ho ban e free stroke ma early morning 6 4:30 5:30 sa time o say o ye 6 misre me ma mo tie ye say asem bia ya na ye kan no ye kan de aboa mo tedua ni mu asem na ye wo wiase no okọ enofo ni fam a tembi omo ko check up so mo so ko check hwe ni nipadua ni mu niema ekoso a enye de se o ye be fa ho na ye bibifo no ya fa sa de na anhye ye ho nti bire bia bon se bibi e beto ye no ye se abampo free mo na se bia ye ni na na aba nti na de bia me ba ya mbe ka kai wo na ma twe wadwen asi eniema bia wo ya wan kasa won kwa wo be me mu no e hye wonsem me kama sa de wo ye no ya e be bo ho ban ama be ma afri me nsa me be ma ewu me be ma etia me be ma ntimi nye kese no na sa ne me nyina afri ho no mo anopa me tufo maka cha say o protect ho from prostate cancer o be 21/6 in a month and I open from stroke so a early morning 6 between 4:30 5:30 so what you say 4:30 to 5:30 o tire sa de na unya stroke bisa doctor bia etimi srew bema wankasa wo bema wo tedua no ne nkwa no ehye wonsem ato se wo bedi ne American nyina so de bia ya metu mema fo se ye kwa ye be no bema woni munyam eye wo tedua na